Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodness. Unto you that have tuned in to this little YouTube channel, this moment, space and time. This is going to be a live venue in a few minutes when people show up. But until then, this video is dedicated to those of you that are watching later, maybe finding us for the first time. It's a deep, wide internet out there, and you found the right little corner. Feel free to hit the notifications because it's way more fun when we're live. Right, Jeanette? Right, Ashley? Right, big BGP. Welcome to the program. Hi, ladies, lovely ladies. Savannah Ross here as well, just checking in. I'm not normally on in the mornings. Malipale, hi, welcome. So we're just jamming out some energy readings. Hey, you guys. Hi, Benita. Hi, Barty. Small wildflowers. Yeah, early. It is early. It's not. I want to try going on at like 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning. That'd be great. Oh, thanks, Jeanette. Appreciate that. You guys are you'll get ahead of me. Try not to get it. I'm the slowest turtle on the beach. We're going to unbox these, okay? I don't know if we'll do it now or do it like a little later today. I don't know, but we can do it. Nobody's here to tell us that we can't. So I'm appreciative of that. And to those of you watching later, as you can see, it's much more fun when we're live. It's nice because we're a small little YouTube channel. We get to interact. We still get to jive and tribe very much. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw the post I put out earlier. We have a friend, a sister station. Her name is Gazelle Daily Tarot. So Gazelle, like the animal, Daily Tarot. She has a small little YouTube channel, and her birds, she loves birds and lives amongst the birds. Gazelle, the gazelle lives amongst the birds. It's very beautiful, natural, and poetic, it seems. And Gazelle has a small YouTube channel, maybe about a couple hundred subscribers, 100 views on her videos, doing quite well because she's very talented, quality readings. But I received word that she's having surgery tomorrow. So what we wanted to do was send over a love mob. For the link is directly in the post. You can find it in the community channel of the page, or maybe just on your feed if you're subscribed. Please go over because, like I said, whoever goes over and comments on her page on that link, the video I sent. I'll give you guys, whoever does that will receive a free oracle reading. Okay, well, they're going to receive a free oracle card out of this deck. So what I think we'll do is we'll broadcast for a little while this morning. I want to encourage everybody to go over and check that out. Okay, I'll refer to it a few times, just so that she can see an influx of love and support and watch her channel grow. She's in a great place, actually, for someone that's about to have surgery, but we want to make her feel more amazing and more confident, okay? And I hope you're all feeling amazing and confident. I know I am. It's good. For the last feed, I just want to say a special thank you before I put Jeanette's name up there, to Jay Sheebles, to Jessica Goddess, okay, to Saruchi Lee, and everyone, to Robin's Realms Readings, for sending lots of love to the program yesterday throughout all of the readings. So it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. So thank you to those people. We'll get started on a new date, right? We'll get the DeLorean out. We'll get some readings going and this unboxing too. But it's morning time here. Is it nighttime for you? Evening time? LMFAO too, Benita. Laughing it all the way to Jodio and Ambika. Thanks for being here. Selena, I see you there as well. Benita and Barty. Really good. So, Jeanette Eric. Thanks, Jeanette. I'm just going to put Janetti. Sound like a supporting cast member from, who was that? Welcome Back, Cotter. Was there someone called Janetti? Maybe I'm thinking of Grease. Maybe my brain's not even working right now. That's really good stuff. Yeah, it's just coming up on 10 o'clock. As we move forward in the week, I want to even come on a little bit earlier. I don't know. I feel like different times of the day, the energy, you guys well know, it can be different. It can present different, especially we're into the subtle etheric stuff. So it's kind of interesting and kind of fun. Thanks. Yeah, I got this. This is an old t-shirt. And thank you for that, your kind words, Bahardi. Okay, so Jeanette, check in with me. It is 99.9. It's morning energies, okay? We can have a look. We can do some oracles. We can do some tarot. We can do whatever you'd like, because this program is for viewers such as yourself, right? Brought to you by the good people at Thank You Beverage. Okay, today their beverage is coming in a nice awakened form, in the form of coffee. Thanks, Ambika. I love your energy too. It's good. I'm happy that you're here. All right. So, and if you guys want, what we'll do is we'll go hop in the DeLorean and we can open up the trivia lines for anybody that would like a reading this morning. We'll give you a chance to get in there. Okay. But for Jeanette, Eric, thanks for the little blue flower in the fire. I just want to pull a goddess oracle for Jeanette. Yeah, and the trivia. We'll see what's going on. We'll hop in the DeLorean. We'll go back and we'll see what's happening. Okay. Okay, Jeanette or Jeanette E, you've got Artemis, the goddess of focus. She's there with her bow and her arrow. She's clearly fixed upon what she wants to like bring down, or maybe she just needs to make a mark. Send some sort of vision or intention forward. The symbology of the bow and arrow. This is a very active, quick moving, like instant type energy. Like, if that arrow was going by you, it would sound similar to thank God it missed me, right? But your focus here is like you taking aim. Beautiful pendant around her neck there as well. This is a recognition of the eclipse season, what's going on here for you as well. So maybe a primary focus on areas of heart center and communication for you, Jeanette. It's really nice to see that energy as well. That's there. She's protected, she's divinely protected, and she puts her own subtle levels of defensiveness up, because whatever that your intention is on requiring all that focus, you want to make sure that you're kind of armored up, you're well protected, and that, you have no concerns about, the basic needs of life, or things that, come out of thin air sometimes. The archer doesn't want to get picked off while they're focusing. So this is as well a call for some areas of root chakra, for just kind of like girding up and making sure that, you're feeling strong, you're feeling confident, you're feeling happy. Okay. And then whatever, you'll be able to take that, relax into that. And then Armitage says your focus can then grow narrow or broaden. It's your focus, right? You don't have to. You could be like one of those archers, you like Legolas, and just fire off like 16 of them, saying, "Hey, no, these are my potential timelines. I'm free to move about the planet as I would like." And it's a very nice energy for you to have there, Jeanette. Okay, it's good stuff. That's good stuff. That gets the show off on the right foot with Armitage coming out being like, focus, people, focus. Hi, Sally. Welcome to the program. Chanel C. I see you there, Angela. Really cool. Really awesome. All right. And again, I want to reiterate it. After we get some readings under our belt, we're going to go ahead and ask everyone to go over and please leave a comment and a like and a subscribe over at Gazelle Tarot today. I better make sure I have that right. It's Gazelle. If you look on the community section, one of our friends is having surgery tomorrow, and we wanted to send a love mob. We wanted to send our tribe over there to show support through the comments, maybe leave a like, a subscribe, whatever you feel that you would like to do. She has these birds, these doves that sit on the table while she's reading the cards. It's pretty incredible. So we just want to help her feel more amazing and more confident today, and go over and maybe put a little nurture into her little YouTube channel. If you like her, especially if you vibe with her. If you don't resonate with her, maybe just for one day, go check it out and give it a thumbs out in passing. But again, like we are here at Legendary Tarot, we're like the hub. We send people out, we get people connected. And that's one of our smaller sister stations that is just like growing and coming up. And it's Gazelle Tarot Today. Yes, that's how it goes. Gazelle, like the animal gazelle. So if you search that up, I'm going to go back later today and go and look at that video. And for all the tribe members, you don't even have to tell them, I'll send you, because I'll recognize you for being there. That leave a comment. You're going to get a fresh reading from the fresh cards out of the fresh box. And then exactly, Sally, what I'll do after all that, and everyone's had time to read the community post and go over and send their love to Gazelle, once I can see that and record that, if you guys come back later tonight or whenever, the next time you come back, you will have an oracle card for you, okay? Just a little incentive to go over there and do it. I know clicking is busy and it's hectic, but again, we want to through community, send our love down to our smaller channels, and especially for someone that, it's a little bit uncertain right now. And today's reading, actually tomorrow's reading, the one she just posted for July 11th, is really good. Is really in detail. If you ever want to get to know the King of Swords on an intimate level, he was there in the reading, and she just read him so perfectly. Okay. Yeah, life is changing. It ebbs and flows. We're on in the morning. We'll see if any of our European friends come up or come into the chat room. So let's do this. Let's hop in the DeLorean. Just give me a second because I got a clickety-clack down all the old internet track here. Let's see what's going on. It's July 10th. This means that we're in Manipura, solar plexus Wednesday for us. So that's why I put achieve in the title of the video, right? It went awaken, ascend, achieve. Okay? You can do all those things. The first two happen within the first normally minute of the morning. You wake up and then you ascend, you rise up, you come up, and then you go forward to achieve. And I want to wish that for all of you today. And because we're on in the morning, of course, the energy is a little bit different. It's, every moment, every day is a beautiful gift. Our tomorrow's never 100% certain. They're only 99.9% certain. And that's why we all kind of just gather head. Welcome, Sleepyhead, Toddy Taurus, Gallo, I see you there. All right. So Sally, if you go to the community page of, I have a post there in community. You can read it. And there's a link there. Her name is Gazelle Tarot Today. Okay, you could also just search for that as well. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, we had a nice contribution from Janetti, and we're gonna hop in on the trivia line. Today is July 10th. All right, see what's going on. It's Cancer season. It's really like, what there's not much. Just bear with me, people. We'll get the first question. I just want to find something interesting. But you know what? There really isn't that much going on. We might have to skip ahead. We might have to skip ahead a day and find some more fun questions. This is like, I like the content to be legendary. I like to have that, cool things that we remember or that can inspire us. So we'll see how that presents. Does anybody have any special requests, any shout outs that they want to give? What's the weather like for you guys today? Wherever you're at, type it in. Should we just chirp the signs a little bit? We should get into some readings. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So we'll hop in the DeLorean. It actually arrives a day late, 7-11. It'll arrive tomorrow. But the DeLorean's traveling back now to the year 1274. It's actually July 11th. And there was a famous king that was born on this day. Okay. He was a famous king of Scotland. They even made a movie about this particular king. It had Mel Gibson in it. I think it was called like Braveheart or Lionheart, something of that nature. But a very famous Scottish king that was born on July 11th, 1274. That's who I'm looking for. As we'll look to say, hey. So for anybody looking for a reading, the goggle machine is on. Okay. Oh, yes. And it's Angie's birthday. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that's right, too. Thanks, everyone, for cluing me in, reminding us. Happy birthday. That's awesome. 108 in Dallas, Texas. I would die, Jeanette. I would absolutely melt. I'd be like an egg on the hood of a car, just cooking. Absolutely cooking. Robert won. What was it? Oh, Robert won of Scotland. But he was famous. Do you know what they called that king? Yeah, she loves all those doves. It's cool and raining in Oregon. Robert the Bruce, they called him. Okay, so Malapala is in there. So Malapala, you take center stage now, and the reader is at your bequest. Why is there no good trivia? I'm going to have to be more prepared when I come to hang out and do the trivia. Hi, Tina. Welcome. It's horrible. Yeah. I get minus 40 where I'm at. I couldn't do even 90. I would roast. I'd be like, I am done. I can't go golfing. I can't do anything. I'm sure I'd get climatized after a little bit, but oh, they're all rescues. Hi, Bernie. Bernie Neenan. Bernie Nienstein. Bernie, welcome to the program. Thanks for being here. Thanks for bridging the other half of this connect today with Sheila Marie and Bernie, who let us know about Gazelle Tarot today. Okay. And welcome. Yeah. So please feel free to go over there. And if you light that comment section up, just kind of spray paint your name like, hey, I was here. Most luck, be well for Gazelle because of her surgery tomorrow. Anybody that goes over and just bumps, let's get her up over 300 subscribers. I'm going to take notice. And then when we open this box of cards up later today, what we'll do is we'll give free readings out for everybody that does that. Okay. So it's going to be great. Yeah. Those birdies, those little doves just sit there. They just sit there. Robert the Bruce. You guys remember, was it Braveheart? Where Mel Gibson is, what's his name there? Okay. Yeah. And Ange, happy birthday, Ange. Ange, let's get a goddess card up for you right away. You say it's your birthday, ma-na-na-na-na. Well, it's my birthday too, yeah, ma-na-na-na-na. No, it's not my birthday. Ange, our resident Cancer. Thanks for being here, Ange, and thanks for being you. Hopefully everybody is getting the most out of Cancer season. We talked about it a little bit, how it was like, it's kind of like swimming. It can be very tiresome. It can be very challenging if you can feel very good. But it's also a great time to make gains. It's like learning how to swim. And if you already know how to swim, it's learning to swim better. I watched an interesting video from Dr. Bruce Lipton, I think his name is. And he talked about how if you were to give birth to a baby underneath water, or for the ladies, if say a lady were to give birth to a baby underwater, instantly the baby would know how to swim. The mother wouldn't have to teach it at all. It would swim to the surface, paddle like a dolphin until it reached the shore or got picked up by the parent. Okay, it just would happen, right? But now, whenever like a child is born, the child wanders off near the water, and the parents freak out. The parents are the ones that are afraid, counterintuitively, that their baby's going to drown. And of course, the threat is real and the reality is real. But from that very young age, they rush over to the baby. And they're like, ah! They're freaking out. Don't get near the water. But instinctively, like beyond genetics, just straight instinctively, that baby can swim. It's one of the things about a human being or a Homo sapien. It's like you don't have to tell the baby you don't have to pull the baby's hand out of the fire. The baby would pull its hand out of the fire. The same goes for the water. The baby would swim in the water just like a little dolphin. But then when the baby's like a year or two, and all of a sudden the parents are freaking out that the baby's near the water, then poor baby gets a complex about the water itself, because baby would associate the water with danger, and it's kind of at that point, but it kind of represents perceptions and how far away we're actually drawn generationally and genetically and psychologically from our true instinctive nature of ourself. But it's a very interesting video by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Just wanted to mention that there as well. Okay. All right. And if the chat's been rolling by, I told Malapala that the reader was at their bequest. So Malapala, you can let me know. Oh yeah. And we're going to keep shuffling goddesses for Ange. Okay. The Cosmic Egg, the Empress, the Hermit, the Moon, the Magician. When I asked if Jemez Springs is the right place for me, I think that is a yes. Okay. The Cosmic Egg, the Empress, the Hermit, the Moon. Yeah, I think it gives a sense, just hearing the names of those cards, Tina, you would make the most of it with Magician. The Moon is nice there because you would feel at harmony with the area. The Hermit is nice is because you would be able to feel comfortable. And again, it emphasizes being able to relax into it. And the Empress with the Magician is saying you would make it as such. You would tweak the surroundings and it would be very suitable to you, right? It's nice cosmic. How come the messages are all retracting today? I don't know. Are you guys doing that? Is typos? Is it Gurkhas, Metro Town? All okay, Ange. Nice. Hopefully, this is lots of well wishes coming in for you through social media or people reaching out to you on this, your very beautiful day. Your communication to the planet, right, did not occur without your birthday. You had information for Gaia. Gaia had information for you, and it's communication. I hope you spend a most beautiful and wonderful day out there in nature. And you're hearing, and I know you hear the subtle messages that come through the etheric and through the realms. Okay. So relax and be comfortable in that, right? It's almost like has like the rebel yell feel to it as well. And go do something fun and exciting, perhaps even nostalgic. She's kind of like almost halfway looking over her shoulder, being like, I'm not watching life go by, you know. I'm going to be into it. I'm going to be a part of it there, right? And again, here, just with divine compassion in her heart, that's where the best communication comes from. So that's exciting. And a very happy birthday, everyone, to Ange over there at Ange Love Tarot. Okay. Okay. So Malapale, with what is the current situation? Okay, we'll drop in over on the innate 78 for that. Thank you, goddesses in the oracle. We're going to be opening up some more oracles. This one is done by Alana Fairchild. It's called the Lightworker Oracle. All right, and we're going to start our moderation appreciation and for all the people that went over and said hello to Gazelle today. All right, in this Cancer season. That's super exciting. Hi, Gallo. I see you come into the room there. Okay, we're looking at the current A&E. Remember the arts and entertainment. What's the current situation with arts and entertainment? Entertainment and arts. Maybe they wanted to rename it. Let's have a look at that. All right, from Malapala now, cutting the cards with the innate 78. I want to wish you all the best in love, peace, prosperity, joy, happiness, bliss, abundance, health and wealth, people. Okay, health. It's an interesting day. Yeah, we're on in the morning. All right off the top, they've got the Lover's card. Does it make sense, Malapala, that these two people would be making love or in a loving relationship with one another? That's what it shows, okay? Situation has a Princess of Wands with a King of Swords. It's very affected communication and effective communication. All right. But there's been no definition yet to what it's all about. They haven't discussed the finer aspects of their relationship, maybe ever or in quite some time. Okay. They're feeling quite liberated in terms of like their creative abilities. It's like somebody's feeling like no shame or no guilt right now. I'm not sure which party that might be, but this card in this position shows that there's like no shame or no guilt that's blocking this relationship. The relationship shows signs of being strong. The Strength card is up there in the Manipura in the willpower section. Okay. We've got a Six of Swords reversed in the heart. So even though there has been no definition of like talk of the finer issues surrounding the relationship and its nature and where it's going, nobody's defined that as of yet. Okay. But it could be growing closer to reaching that point for somebody in the relationship that's the air sign, or for perhaps the more masculine aspect of that relationship. Okay. It's going to reach that point where it's like they will come for the truth. They will come seeking knowledge of what has been and what is to be. So these definitions that are not there yet are coming for this relationship. Okay. Princess of Wands here being like someone is just absolutely unsure if this is what they want, or how close maybe at times they can draw to this person without feeling like, you know, how much tzatziki is too much tzatziki, you know, how much can I get out of it? But the Lover's card here was here as a capstone for the reading, okay? Shows me major life force that these people got to know one another, right? The bottom of the deck, the overall energy, there's that Princess of Cups. We talked about it through the whole reading. There she is. It hasn't been defined yet. Okay. Strong, it's fulfilling, but we don't quite know what it is. Like I'm drinking this cup. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. I don't know what's in this shot. What did you put in this shot? It tastes good. I like it. I want to know what it is. Bartender, come down here. He said, what you want? What time is it? The clock on the wall says 3 o'clock. All right. So, big hugs. Not sure that was third party relationship reading. So we just let tarot say exactly what it needed to, as we normally do here, but much easier because we're going through a person to get to a person to look at another person, or that person to look at two different people. It gets complex with the supercomputer. You're like, I would love it if the doves, those were pigeon sounds, but I would love it if those doves would start chirping. They could be like us when we chirp the signs. All right. Guy P, I see you sneaking in there. Sunita S, hi, how are you? I'm okay. How are you? Thanks for being there. Tina Miller, do a big moving and shaking on the real estate market up there. Okay. It's cool. Very good stuff. Everyone, a pleasure to be here in the morning. Some morning energy reading. You're welcome, Malapale. I need that coffee. I hear that. So, good love, right? So maybe that can be our next trivia. Okay. Was where there's a bridge in the song and the singer goes, I want the name of the singer, where he goes, bartender, come down here. He said, what you want? Or what time is it? The clock on the wall says 3 o'clock. Last call for coffee, y'all. Well, he actually doesn't say that. For alcohol. And then he says, what is it? I want 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. I want bourbon. I want scotch. I want beer. When all that is. So if anybody knows the name of that artist, type it in. Well, I ain't seen my baby since the night before last. Man, I gotta have a drink and I'm gonna get gassed. It says 919 standing in the shower. So to our subsidiary out there in Australia, thank you, Water. We've now officially changed the name of our sponsors, have changed their name so that they don't infringe on Earth's copyright laws to the good people at Thank You Beverage. Okay. And it's good because it opens that up for us. We can have bourbon, scotch, or beer. Or we can have, no, it wasn't the Blues Brothers. There you go. It was Thorogood. Wildflowers got it. It was George Thorogood. Well, I ain't seen my baby since the night before last. And you could have or wine or water or coffee or tea. So thank you, beverage. That's going to be how we roll. They still got the anti-aging secret. Okay, we didn't give that away to those guys. They got the name, but we still have the anti-aging secret. We just have to come out in a way that is even more beautiful, okay? Because beverage, right? This is water. We live in a time where it's like for thousands and thousands of years, all we had was water. And then somebody invented Kool-Aid. Thank goodness. So Small Wildflowers, thanks for getting it right on the trivia line. It was George Thorogood. The reader has your bequest. You can keep your reading. You can ask a question. We can pull oracle cards. You can give your reading away. You can do whatever you like. Oh goodness. I know these song trivia ones are tough for my tribe because I'm like the grandpa around here. I'm the old grandpa. Okay. You're in the shower watching us, Gallo? That's incredible. Shower is beautiful. I love the way it can calm the nerves. Absolutely. Sexy Cheese Pizza. Oh yeah, our sponsors of the month, Sexy Pizza over there at 212 Boogie Woogie Avenue. Okay, they make a great pie. They make no pie. Okay, all right. All right, we'll keep it PG-13. It's early in the morning, people. So let's. I love it when he says people. People. I love it when the reader says people. Okay. Yes. Nah. Hey, we're forever young. We're forever young. To get to GP. Oh, yes. Thank you, Small Wildflowers. Thank you so much. Here. Hopefully none of you got that. Okay. Hopefully none of you got that. It's a Freudian slip. But there, I was going to say, they make a great pie. But their delivery services is sometimes just awful. It's just awful. Okay. That's okay. This was a paid promotion. Janet Powell, welcome. Oh, for the UK, we did predict some of our European friends would be here with us. Yasmin, thanks for dropping in. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Okay, GFP. So now the reader is at your request, thanks to Small Wildflowers coming in with George Thorogood as the correct answer on our Tarot Trivia musical reference hotline. I don't know. We just make this stuff up. This because when we're reading, we can't make the stuff up. So when we're just playing, then we make a lot of stuff up, right? If you guys want to skip the lines, the super chat lines and the insiders line through the description blocks, the PayPal line is open as well. No wait time, no trivia. You can just bump and jump. Absolutely. And to those of you joining us, later today, we'll be issuing another live stream where we unbox this Anna Fairchild's Lightworker Oracle card deck of Oracle cards. And then for everybody that goes over and shows support over to Gazelle Tarot today, she's having surgery tomorrow, and she's one of our smaller sister channels that we're helping through community, helping lift her up. Love lift her up where she belongs. And for those of you that go down and leave a comment on that video, for the July 11th video, you'll receive a guaranteed spot for an Oracle card later tonight. Okay, so we're just doing sort of a love mob, kind of like what Tanya did for us. We're hoping to direct that energy and reflect that energy now back down into the community over there at Gazelle Tarot today. So that'll be happening a little bit later. Okay, some advice on your relationship. Okay, absolutely. GP, thanks for being on the program. So nice to have you here. Let's go here. We're going to go into this Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Oh, it felt good yesterday. It did feel good. Thanks, everybody, for trusting me yesterday. It was my first time ever reading the deck. I love these cards. I'm falling in love. I'm falling even more in love with you. Waiting by a moment here with you. And there's Robin's Realms readings. Realms. I said the word realms in one of my readings. It just came out for this realms. I wanted to say dimensions, but the word didn't feel right for the vastness that opened up from when I was. So I said realms. This is interesting. And now you're here. That's very cool of you. Right. I'm standing here until you make me move. Just waiting by a moment here with you. Okay. And I don't know what I'm diving into. Just waiting by a moment here with you. So if it's relationship advice, if you want to get inspired for love, okay, GFP, that song, I can't even remember what it's called. I think somebody could fill us in on that, but that would be a great song for you to have a listen to. And you could kind of, I get emotional when I hear that song. It just kind of like picks my heart energy up because there's so much. You don't get too much soul in a lot of music outside of certain genres. I'm sure people are pouring it in, but it's tough to pick it up, and some of it seems just so manufactured. But the true musical artists, it's great to hear some soul in that music. Yeah. But when I kissed the car down on 34th and Vine, I broke my little bottle of. Cutting the cards now for GFP. GFP, thanks for being on the good old program here today. looking for just some relationship advice. Six of Wands up here now with the Queen of Wands up here now. King of Cups reversed beside that. I can see why maybe you're feeling a little bit of trouble or indecision in the heart as well. That's past. That's moved on. You're in a better place, I feel now, GP, than you were just a few weeks ago regarding this situation. Seven of Wands here as well. But you didn't like the way that felt. You got Two of Swords up here in the heart chakra energy center, but it is reversed. So it lets me know that it's clearing itself, that the blindfold came off a little bit, but it wasn't, it felt like a tough pill to swallow or something that you were feeling you really didn't like. And as of today, the way things stand, the Seven of Wands is up here letting me know here. It's like you're feeling a little bit more collected and guarded about your positioning within this relationship. And that's okay. That's fine. Whatever happened, whatever words were said, you know, they weren't easy or they weren't pretty to take, okay? So Eight of Swords is up here, unfortunately. This is about having the will to say what's on your mind. This is about having the will, because in the communication center is this King of Cups has come up here, and he's come to reverse, saying, you know, things could have been a very standoffish. Things could have been very much like someone was on the outside looking in or someone was on the inside looking out. But the perceptions were altered, right? Oh, sorry. This is a King of Cups, not a King of Swords reversed here. So, and this could be about this potential habitual way, perhaps, that this person talks or that this person communicates, or things that they do to their consciousness that affects their communication. The King of Cups reversed is usually someone that is like very like off balance. They're like maybe into grandpa's cough syrup too much. They like, maybe too many 2 bourbons, 2 scotches, and 2 beers, right? That sort of, it doesn't have to be alcohol, but it's one of these things where it's like they've lost touch with the emotional intelligence and there's more beauty hidden underneath. And that can be very difficult. That can, bring this Eight of Spades energy out at any time to the person that's closest to them, especially if you've been tied to this person in your relationship for a long period of time. Because this is a combination I'm looking at about the relationship. Support and the nurture and the beauty of the Queen of Wands and the passion and the spontaneity that exists within this King of Cups. But it's just not being portrayed or it's not being outrightly shown, okay? The other player in this here is a King of Wands, all right? So this person that you are in with is probably a very dynamic and influential individual, okay? People kind of like hang on this person's words a little bit, or they really affect situations, okay? And you're here in the Queen of Wands being like, if only I knew what we were doing, or what do you want today? Because it's like has a feeling like it could change very much from day to day. And that's a very hard energy to keep up with or to keep up to, because it's showing that there could be things that are at polarity here or that were at polarity. And you didn't like the way that felt or the way that came off. And maybe now we're needing to find like the words, not really like the sense of a reconciliation, but the words to promote the nurture. It's like watering the plant here a little bit in terms of growth, because you may have reached a stage in this relationship, what I see from this reading, where it's like the main pivotal question, GFP, almost needs to be like, what is next? What is next for you? What is next for us? What is next for the relationship in itself? Okay. Cancer season has us extra sensitive, extra feely as well at this time. So what I'm saying is this might be like, you could be like feeling very effectual. And I mean, the more you engage with this Seven of Wands energy and kind of release this bit of indecision or these moments of weakness that have occurred as of late, once you are moved past those, a very nice capstone here with the Six of Wands, you will champion. The two of you will be the champions. And I don't see any like major breakups, shakeups, or anything weird like that going on. I think that the nurture will come in this relationship. I mean, the King and Queen of Wands is here. Absolutely. This King of Cups is just showing that one of them may be off balance or out of touch emotionally, so that, that inspiration, their half of what they brought to this relationship, hasn't been being brought to the table, too much at all lately. But whatever you guys just went through that caused a shakeup, this is passing. And I see the prominent assertive and analytical minds of the king and the queen of wands being able to like put this aside, and it's going to like ease out, and it's going to have this feeling of that it's going to be better than before. So as far as advice, I wouldn't do anything, okay, except stand in this way, in this seven of wands type thing, and be like, go ahead, do you. Check in when you are ready, and then I can let you know all the things that I've been feeling, because you don't want to limit how honest you are with yourself and live in any kind of fear by putting that into the arena of communication in the relationship, because that's what it thrives on. That's the nurture. So if someone's been like pulling that out or holding that back or feeling like they have to hold back, that they can't express, that it can't be them, eventually that can lead to a wearing away of the foundation of the relationship. So it's important to get in there every once in a while, revisit that kind of stuff. So it's about like going out, having fun, returning to, funky town, where you guys, you loved all those little aspects of each other, made things just seem better and better and better. So absolutely. Hopefully that connected well for you, Gia P. Okay. And that's thanks to Small Wildflowers for giving that reading away to Gia P. It's very cool thing. All right. San Diego is surfed the beach at UCSD. Last time I was in San Diego, I surfed the beach. The bullies didn't even kick me out because I was cool to them. I wasn't local, but I was cool. All right. Best wishes, Gallo. Have a wonderful day. Get on the bus, Gus. Make a new plan, Stan. You'll be just right. It will be what you want it to be. Atlanta Miles. Okay. Oh, yes. And thank you, beverage. The colas are there. Have some of that thank you beverage. And when you think beverage, think thank you. Then you can have some. It's not as cool as the water, but I don't want to upset anyone. I'm a giver. Oh, I'm glad that it hit and it resonated, GP. Thank you for the feedback. I'm going to go mow the grass later. Dang it. All right. So how about we look for something cool to talk about or to pick a winner? For those of you coming into the room, if anybody's got tarot emergencies, you let me know. I swear somebody wanted a reading. Hi, Ebony B. Welcome to the program. It's nice to have you here. Morning energy readings. Teddy's handing out pizza. Perfect timing on your lunch break. Well, thanks for being here, All Natural Rebecca. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, Tatiana. That's just what we're doing. We'll just be in here. Yeah, or answering the trivia. Let's get back in the DeLorean. We stopped in and saw Robert the Bruce, King of Scotland, this week in 1274. All right. How about this one? If there's anybody out there that's looking for a reading on the trivia line, the trivia question is coming up, and it's coming up fast. Okay. I want to know the name of the 6th U.S. president. Who was president number 6? That's what I want to know, because we'll honor that president who came into this planet. It's actually, I'm pulling the trivia from tomorrow, because Cancer season's kind of hit and miss. So, other than like certain like areas gaining independence and states being admitted into the Union, there wasn't much in the history books. Naomi, John Quincy Adams. Yes, Naomi hits it in on the dinger, on the buzzer. That's awesome. Thanks, Naomi. The reader is at your bequest. Rouse, the legend. Okay, we're gonna honor Naomi on the trivia line, and then Rouse, I'm gonna read a Pokemon for you. I promised I would. No, unboxing's yet to come. So this is what's happening. Now this is happening. We have a friend, a sister station over at Gazelle Tarot today, who's having surgery tomorrow. And we've been asked by some of our tribe members to go over and love mob in a way, go over and comment, show her support, send healing, love, light, and great vibes on the link that I've posted in the community section on the channel page. Okay. Or just go over. It's Gazelle, like the animal, Tarot today. Hit it in the search bar. You can go over And for everybody that hits the dinger, hits the bell over there, okay, then I will pull a card specifically after the unboxing. We might not even, we'll pull these for the people that do that, okay, on a broadcast coming later today. My God, why was it so hard to get that message out? It's tough because like some of it's a host, some is a reader, and it's like, woo-wee. Where are we now? Which way did he go, Billy? Okay. Hello, Vishuddhi B. Welcome. Welcome. And thanks, Naomi. Naomi, Vishuddhi B has given you her trivia line reading. So now Vishuddhi B, the reader, is here for you. You take center stage. Thanks to Naomi, one of our amazing moderators. And just core tribe people. I see Kay and Aunt there as well. Welcome, Kay and Aunt. Thanks for being here. Oh, you're most welcome. So, Vidushi, if you want a random card, if you want an oracle, if you would like to post a question, excuse me. All right, then you let me know. And then that's what we're going to do. Now this is happening. What's up now? It's like cancer season's got me like, right now? Oh, about the relationship with my son, because I'm in the divorce process. Absolutely, TM Life. Thank you. Thank you. We'll put that up on the board. And again, a good message to everybody. You know, skip the process. If you got situations, important situations, okay. TM Life. Yeah, you had that number 15 major up in the reading. I let go of the readings, TM Light, but now that we're vibing, and now that I'm in more knowingness about you and your situation, it would be my honor to pull that, because that's interesting stuff. Okay, Innate, if would like to let you to know that these relationships, sometimes we feel like the things that happen in that day or in that moment are forever moments, that the impact of that moment would last forever. That would be the forever outcome, but not necessarily so. And that was just a quick message from Innate before I read for Vishuddhi B, and then I will read for you, TM Life. Okay? Oh, yeah, and then Rouse. We'll get the Pokemon reading. Okay. Unless, Rouse, if you need a big reading, you can hit back in on the next trivia. Okay? All right. And Vishuddhi B wants to know what career will be best for her. Correct? I shouldn't assume genders, but thank you for that. And thanks, Naomi, once again. Okay. Yeah, and thanks for trusting me, because we're hitting these on this new tarot deck, this Chakra Wisdom Innate 78. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice because I have my spread that I use is a 7-card spread. I'm going to get more cameras and stuff set up here eventually, so you guys hopefully you'll get some better views of the cards and not have to look at the talking head all the time. But before that happens, I do a spread for most people that come in on the trivia lines, where it's a 7-card, or all lines pretty much, where it's a 7-card spread, and each position in the spread represents the energies or the placements of that chakra as well. So it's kind of like those two things team up to create the channel, to create the stream of that particular card in that moment. Just kind of a little the talking head. All right. So I'm going to cut the cards now for Vidushi. Okay. And I want to wish everybody the best in all things. Peace, prosperity, love, bliss, joy, abundance, happiness, health. Okay, in all things. We've got a reversal on the World card, a reversal of the Queen of Wands card, a reversal on the 6 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune up there in the heart. Okay, the Queen of Coins reversed, the King of Wands reverse, and the Queen of Cups reverse. So yeah, divorce processes, divorce proceedings, things of that nature. No, it's no wonder that we're seeing so many reversals and all these mirrored energies, okay, coming up here. It's because the main message, what Innate brought forward is exactly what is here in the heart energy with the Wheel of Fortune. None of this has to be, it's very karmic right now, but none of this needs to be forever moments. And I'm not talking about your ex, but in terms of your relationship with your son. There is nothing like jeopardizing a permanent split. So this is nice. However, I do sense through the cards and feel through the cards that how you are presenting is a direct reflection of how that child reflects or presents back to you. Okay, it's very much about that. When children are born, when they're like in mom's belly, you know, science used to tell us that it was genetics, that babies were prone to this, that, and the other thing. But it's actually the cells of the baby are a direct reflection of the environment of the womb itself, right? Which is why the obstetrician always asks, are you eating well? Are you taking vitamins and minerals? And, you know, are you making sure, you know, because they realize like the babies, they're a direct reflection of the environment. So innately, what I'm saying, it's very important for you right now not to allow, you know, these separations. Sorry, this one was upside down as well, because what we have here is people mirroring back to other people. It's very much about, and I'm not trying to pick on you or anything like this, but it's like things have reached the point where they've reached today through all three people in this situation, where it's like I feel like have become so reactive to one another in terms of like what is said, what is done, what is said to another while this person isn't there, and then what is said between when this person isn't there, and then when then this person is on the outs. 3 can be a very difficult number when it comes to these situations, all right? But in regards to your relationship with your little one, this is going to be a direct reflection of like the energy you putting out, like you are at pure control of the manifesting power, okay, of how well this relationship goes. It's yours to create. And I know that your son is their own person, but you are still, in a broader sense, etherically, biologically, and all the rest, their environment, or at least the big beacon light in that environment. Okay. So that is all about you actually. It's not manipulative. I mean, this is your child we're talking about here. To create 4 of Wands type energy, to create a beautiful space where that feels most comfortable, where this child is being heard here. Okay. Because we have like, there's 4, like there's even more. I'm not sure if there's a sibling involved here, but I had 4 court cards come up in this reading, and they were all reversed. That means, to me, as a reader, to see that, it means everybody is reacting and playing off of other people's energies at this time. And perhaps your son is somebody that, you know, of course, if it's a child, if it's a son, even in their teenage or younger, you know, if they're not getting their way, then they're non-responsive. But that's not a large enough behavior or distancing to ever allow this relationship to dissolve or to crumble. What comes around goes around. And that's a message I feel for everybody that's involved in your intuition and that's involved with this reading, because we have to tread very lightly here, I feel, okay, because it's very karmic at this time. Okay, Vidushi, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And the 9 of Coins is here. So if you're spending time, if you end up from time to time, the person's that's on the outs, don't fight it. Don't fight it. And just know, okay? That was your reading, Vidushi. Okay? Sorry if it didn't resonate, but I had all those court cards come up in reverse and a ton of mirrored energy. All right? So, oh, did I screw up? You asked about career. Somebody had asked about, maybe that was a reading for, maybe I just screwed up for TM Life. I screwed up. That happens. It's not you. It was TM Life's reading. And then I had Vidushi in my brain. Right. So, wow. Holy moly. That's okay, SMR Lover for Tingles. Appreciate that. Okay. Sorry, Vidushi. That's on me. That's on me. TM, was that even close? Because I had Vidushi in my mind. TM, we're going to pull some more cards. That was for you, but I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do some more for you. Okay? Absolutely. Wow. So non-linear. And we're here in the morning, of course. Maybe I need some more of that coffee stuff. Or just where are those hematite blocks? No, that's okay. That's okay. Don't be sorry. That's me being a dang dingus. That's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. And welcome back to Jessica. Jessica's here? Thanks for sneaking in there, Jessica. And to ASMR Lover and the Tingles, welcome to the program. We're on in the morning with the morning energy readings. Okay. All right. So TM, you timestamp that. I got confluxed in my brain. Must be the Gurkharus. Too much Gurkharus in my coffee. Okay. Come on in and get comfy. Get cozy. Okay. So Vidushi, what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to pull some cards for you for career, okay? I hope you don't mind. Sorry about that. And then TM Life. If that reading doesn't resonate, I totally understand. You could throw that out the window, and I'm going to read again for you, okay? I'm sure it resonates for someone. All right, here we go, Vidushi. Asking about career. What career? Just got kicked out of YouTube. I'm about to get kicked out of YouTube if I don't start getting these readings in order. All right, here we go, Vidushi. Number 15, Major reversed. 2 of Swords straight up. Hierophant straight up. 9 of Wands straight up. Queen of Swords straight up. 7 of Cups reversed. And the Queen of Cups reversed. Okay. So I see as far as career path go, and you like kind of deciding or wanting to know which way that you should take. The Queen of Cups is up here with the 7 of Cups. It's almost as this feeling like you're feeling maybe a bit of compromise no matter what you choose. Maybe whatever's before you, each one feels like it has its own setbacks and drawbacks. And you may be actually focused a little bit too much on the negative aspects of the outcomes of your choice at this time, which has led to a little bit of confusion. I would really encourage you to release, it's good to weigh pros and cons when making a decision. 2 of Swords is up here, but it's like, you haven't kind of tapped into your intuitive centers. I feel as if you've been going on it from a very analytical approach. And unfortunately, sometimes in those analytical approaches, the subconscious really likes to record the things that don't feel right about it, that don't feel good about it. Okay. So there might be a little bit too much of that going on with these Cups and this 2 of Swords coming up here in this reading regarding career, Vidushi. Okay. Queen of Cups is here. It's like saying, yes, go with your gut on this one. Even if it doesn't make sense, you might have a certain fear sometimes of like, second guessing or going in against the grain, letting fear creep in there. And like, it's good to err on the side of cautions when you're having to be careful. See, but the Queen of Cups here is saying you're about to make the call. You're about to make the call very soon. Or somewhere where it's like something might be so unwilling to think about it when you think about which job or which career to take. And then that particular negative aspect of it shows up, and then you quickly stop thinking about it. You're like, you shut it off. And then that's a strong indication from the Queen of Swords that just is not the right job for you, that's something that you could cut out and not have to like give it any more attention to your thoughts. It may even make room for the potential of another consideration to come in here. Okay. Make sure as well in regards to your career search that you have kind of looked under every stone or turned over every new leaf that was possible in order to make yourself happy, or places where you potentially see yourself in the future. Okay, 7 of Cups is all about that. In the heart, 9 of Wands is there. You're looking for change, but you are willing to stand your ground. If it's doing something that requires you to sort of like dig in and do the same old talent, where it's like spirit might be longing out for something a little bit different or a little bit new. Okay. Your new job's going to be liberating though. This is some big fiery energies, passionate energies. You may be deciding on a thing where it's like your creative control, you stand by it, you carry it with you, you carry your creations with you, and you become noticed, and you can grow yourself, grow your business, grow your networking, grow your talents. A lot of growth coming up here. With that reversal and that 9 of Wands being up there. And this as well, this can speak to education, larger institutions in career readings. Okay, so you may be involved in working at or larger institutions. Okay. What field do I think is best? Well, as far as like if the world was my oyster, Vidushi, and I could do anything that I wanted to do, I would become a professional golfer. Okay. And I still pretend that I am. I pretend that I have a radio show as well. But for you, that question for you, no matter what I think is best or what I think that you should do or that you would be better off doing, it's not up to me. That part isn't up to me. Okay. All right. We are at the 1 hour mark. TM Life, if you can hang in there for just another minute, I got to go stretch it out. I got to make a call on the 4D line. I know we're on in the mornings. This is weird. Okay. So super weird for us. All right. So Vidushi, what's taking off right now? Homeopathy, natural, innate natural healers, light workers, that's going to be $1 million industry, whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, right? I think that you're a very analytical person, so that can serve you very well, but also you want to carry your creative control with you. So I would say take a very well-paying, compensating jobs for your analytical talents, but make sure that that job leaves you enough time to create more from your creative or from your right brain mind each and every day or in the evening, so that you can continue on in terms of your creative passions and the ability to put those into as a career for yourself. Okay? All right, Jeanette Powell, welcome to the program. I see Sylvie Girl in there. Hang tight, everybody. We just came up on the 1 hour mark. I've got to go stretch it out. And then I'll be back for you guys. I just want to find some back. I hate dead air because I pretend I have a radio station. I don't like too much dead air. But I've got a call coming in. It's only going to take just about a minute. All right. Hopefully we can get this out to you guys. And then we'll come back and we'll get into hour number 2 here on the morning energy readings. It's the Legends of Tarot. It's Manipura Wednesday. Okay. So just bear with us, folks. Here we go. Hopefully that's just right. 2 and 2. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, we're back. We're back at it. Thanks for being patient with me this morning. It's a different time zone. It's a different time slot. It's different beats going on in the background. That's just what it is. We're here, right? People come, people go. All right. Yeah, she is sweet and gifted. Thanks, Sheila Marie, for directing us. Thanks. It was like a big direction arrow out on the supernatural highway. Want everybody to go over and say hi to Gazelle today. All right. So, TM Life. Are you still there? No wonder all that mirrored energy came up. I messed up big time. Oh, good stuff. Oh, I do that all the time, Sheila Marie. I do that all the time, where I'll be like engaging with the chat, and it's just like it's not even current. I'm like 5 minutes behind in the stream. I do that all the time. All right. Oh, it's all good. It is all good because, crazy person. You best hope and believe, because we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. Delish. Okay, pop and lock, pop lock, drop it, pop, and pop, pop, pop. What am I? Pop, pop, pop. I'm popcorn. All right, TM Life. Let's try this again. Thank you for the kind super chat, and my apologies. That was out of control. Yeah, no problem. No problem. A little bit, because we're never gonna survive unless. Prince of Swords or Knight of Swords flipping out of the deck there, being like, get on with it. Let's go. Let's get on with it. All right. Maybe there's some encouragement or some support. Okay, it's needed. And hopefully you were to draw a little bit from the previous message, but we'll give you times two, because I know how that'd be like super weird. That must have felt super weird on the receiving end, where you're like, poor Vishuddhi, I'm sorry. I owe you, Vidushi, I owe you an apology as well for that. Okay. So let's go. Cutting the cards here for TM Life, for the real TM Life. Welcome to the program, and thanks everyone for being here. It's going to be a good time. Asking about relationship with the Sun, Prince of Cups there now, triumphing the reading. 10 of Pentacles, the Hierophant up again. 10 of Wands, yeah. 3 of Swords reversed. The World reversed. That card showed up in the last reading. Okay, this is a capstone. That world reversal card was definitely meant for you, TM Life. All right. It's about you needing to realize a little bit that you are in control of the nurture aspect here. All right. And that what you create is mirrored. And, even if the child or the son if there's any differences you're feeling in the relationship, a lot of it is because of it's blocking the path of least resistance to the child, which is a tough time, especially for adolescents, the easy way out, that sort of thing, all that going on. But it's asking you to be in remembrance of the fact that you set the stage. Okay. 3 of Cups here now, and a little bit better of support. We talked about third party energies, 2 people being on the out, one on the in. This shows up in the mundane aspects of life. This is about maybe the parenting agreements, things of that nature. I'm not sure if you're amicable with your ex-husband in regards to things like this, making sure that all parties are being heard and rights are being respected, and that, like we mentioned before, that the energies that are mirroring back to the other people in the situation are accurate and reflective. Just because the lady in the green dress is standing many steps lower than the lady in the blue dress doesn't mean that she is any less, important to the group or to that family or that portion of family. Okay. So it's very much about the inclusion. Not sure if your son has some rebellious tendencies and things of that nature. Okay. But you may need to actually just kind of lay down some laws and expectations, as it were, about, how it's going to be. So right now, this is happening. This is what's happening. Okay. And if that is effectual unto that son, and you see oh, well, that's not fair, that goes against what you said earlier. It's kind of well, you know what? It's not going to be enough to cause great division. But the heart is stressed about this, okay? It just might be letting me know that you're associating too much worry into this situation, where you actually may have a lot more control rights than what you're perceiving at this time. It's almost as if the stress that you've picked up or carried about these whole things is leading to, unfortunately, you losing sight of your power, your ability to control and to direct and to set the stage and to make these things happen. Okay. There's a strong spiritual connection between you and your son. Okay. And as well, there could be spiritual conversations that are coming. There is certain questions that only you, child's mother will answer. So it's like this relationship has staying power. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. And then we have a 10 of Pentacles reversed. Don't worry about what the outcome is, time sharing, how it looks like today or tomorrow or the next day. All right. Because you will stand in a place where your offering of love, your cup will never stop overflowing. And right now it could be just like you're having a game of tennis with that child. And sometimes you hit the tennis ball, you're showing them, and it takes them forever to like get the ball or to figure it out or to get it back over to you. But you just kind of can stand back in a silent witness of that process. And I feel that's very important. You set the stage, then you watch the behaviors of that child, you nurture it, you encourage it in whatever ways you can. And there's nothing here that's going to tear you guys apart. There's only one horse here, and it's not wild, right? It's, wild horses is not, there's nothing going to happen that's going to shatter or blow this thing apart. Okay. And the relationship with the sun, there's a strength here in terms of the communication, the groundingness in the communication. The Three of Cups and the Three of Swords here, of course, it may seem this way to you. So you have to want to watch in the law of attractions and manifestations. It's almost like, imagine like that child of yours is a direct product of your environment, of your energy. So innately and, unconsciously, the child will react to the environment that you provide. And so you have a little bit to be able to set the stage for, like, maybe you wish to convey deeper spiritual understanding to them, or just this level of reassurance that everything's going to be okay, and that you are the Knight of Cups in this situation as mama bear. Okay. That it's going to, like, you're not going anywhere. You're not gonna, you will always be there. Right? This is very much about that. Okay. All right, TM Life. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully let's check out the bottom of the deck for you as well. The Seven of Wands is there. Okay. And for this, it's like, yeah, don't falter and stand in your power here again as much as you can. Even though it feels like the fight is difficult, standing in your power sometimes really is like doing nothing at all. Being like, oh, interesting that you feel that way. And then you avoid that reactivity to it that we picked up from those other cards. Okay. Everything was, watch, if you got somebody over there in a third or a fourth party situation that's trying to instigate, to inject, instigative words or anything like that into it, you need to be the one to be like, you know what, this is my humble abode. I abide by the spiritual parameters that I set for my household, for my life, and for the people that wish to be close to it. And then naturally that attracts the sun in based on the needs for information. Because, the child needs to go. After the child comes out, it comes to mom for information way late, like 25, we just came through. For some people now, it's like 30 years down the road. They still rely on mom and dad for information, right? So as long as you present that benevolent stage that you like, that feels good for you, don't worry if it's good enough for that child, because they will mirror into that energy. And if they're not getting their way and they run the other way, well, hey, go skin your knees. That's my, like, in terms of like from a parent, being a parent myself, right? Okay. All righty, TM. And thanks again for the super chat. I appreciate that. Okay. Chitter chatter. That's enough of the chitter chatter. Let's get back into these readings. Let's do the unboxing now. Do you guys want to do the unboxing? We could do, Jessica the Goddess just pops in there with a flower for the fire. Thanks, Jessica the Goddess. Can you give me insight to the dynamic of me and Aries? I called off our situationship and genuinely tried. I genuinely tried to make it work. But it wasn't working. You wanted it to work, but it wasn't working. Okay. Jessica the Goddess, thanks again for the super chat. Appreciate you for being here. All right. Thank you. Remember, was it Andy Kaufman as Latka on Taxi? Or just Andy Kaufman in general? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The unboxing. So yeah, what we're doing, Jessica, is we have a good friend over. Her name is Gazelle Tarot today. She's having surgery tomorrow, and she's one of our smaller sister affiliate channels that through community we're trying to help love lift her up where she belongs. So we wanted to kind of like love mob her to. Oh yeah, you already did it. You already replied. I was explaining it to everybody else for like the umpteenth billion time. So what we're, and Jessica, you will, if later when we go through these cards, probably on a separate broadcast later today, everyone that goes over and comments on the video like you did is going to receive one of these cards and the messages behind it later on today. Okay? So yeah, it's like a show and tell of cards, because other people might see that and be like, oh, I would like to actually spend the, $29.99 on that, or whatever, right? It's kind of like an insight, like Home Shoppers channel. Right. That's good. That's good. And if you vibe with her, great. Stay. Those readings are awesome. She's like went into such depth about that King of Swords, and I was just like blown away. I was like, oh my goodness, that is awesome. Okay. So I had promised some other people some other stuff here too. TM Life. We had Rouse. I promised Rouse, are you still there? Oh yeah, Rouse is going to try and get in on the trivia line. Okay, Rouse, stick with us, friend. We'll get some messages out. We're going to talk to Jessica the Goddess now. Thanks for being on the program this morning, Jessica. A dynamic of Jessica and the Aries. Okay, let's have a look. Rouse is here. Okay, still here, vibing out. Rouse, if we get through this one, we'll get the Pokemon board out. Okay, and then we'll do a trivia line. I'll do the Pokemon just for you, and then we'll get the trivia line back out again. That was it was a great reading. All right. For Jessica the Goddess now, wishing everybody in the chat room the best in all things. Peace, love, prosperity, bliss, joy, happiness, abundance, health, well-being. What else did I say? Bliss. Piety. Overall, just like, hey, it's a piety party. It's a piety party, but it didn't be the paper source. Okay. Unchained on a Wednesday. A morning. Good morning. Empress reverse. That can sometimes mean Aries as well. Taurus. We have a Princess of Pentacles reversed. We've got a 10 of Pentacles reversed. We got a 9 of Wands reversed. Prince of Wands. Wands, everywhere is wands. Blocking up the scenery, jumping in ponds. Wands everywhere. And King of Wands reversed and 2 of Wands. We can't make this stuff up. Okay, I'm going to say right off the hop, Jessica, I just think that you were like a little bit too spiritually advanced. You guys may not have been a very good energetic match. There might have been a lot of passion. We've got fire all over this reading, okay? But it's like you were waiting for this Aries to come along. Come along, little Aries. You're powerful. You're amazing. You're hot. You're juicy. You're strong, and you're, but you're not quite there yet. There's some of these other aspects. Life's not all about that, is the feeling that I get, that you were like trying to convince Aries of. Well, yes, that's all well and good and true and beautiful. And look at you, you're awesome. But life's not quite all about that. And, if it's too tough to look at things from the other side of the river, or if it's too tough to put your feet in other people's shoes, it might not have been empathy, but it could have been, or they needed to grow, and you're like maybe just weren't willing to like be patient with that, because the Queen of Wands is who's missing in all this razzmatazz. Okay, so there's a King of Wands here. Come up with the Jack, and like we got the whole family of Wands here, minus the Queen. Okay, this is like you stepping out. You're being like, I don't necessarily want to be a part of that particular direction right now, or I can share in you with that. But if that's the only thing that we're doing, or the only thing that we're talking about, I can't split my energy up like that. Nobody could. What you're asking for takes, you're asking me to move mountains or make mountains out of molehills here over something that I just don't find that compelling, or isn't really in alignment with your spiritual progression or your natural path. Or there could have even been situations where, like work, if you knew this person through work or through networking, that it was just like already on a split here. I think that you've done the right thing in regards to this Aries, because this Aries has not stepped into the fullness of themselves, even though it's like I said, very beautiful. They just have not realized the broader horizons, the wider aspects of things at times. Okay. Right. You got to meet me halfway. And 10 of Pentacles is there up as well. I don't know how Taurus plays into this by chance, but the 10 of Pentacles up here saying, like, if you leave this for now, but don't burn a bridge, if you can remain amicable to this person, it still remains open in the field of potentiality that you could revisit this relationship at a later time down the road. Okay. The Empress is reversed there. You're not going to get blood from a stone, I guess is what I'm saying. And that's what she wants to say. It's tough to draw blood from a stone, because perhaps this Aries just does not quite understand it. They just don't quite have those abilities yet. It's like, they picked a lot of strength for their avatar, but they haven't picked maybe much charisma or whatever, acumen for themselves, right? All brawn and no brains, or a 10-cent mind or $1 million mind with a 10-cent back kind of thing, right? Or speaking about giving back, it's like you return it at the Walmart, that sort of thing. It's tough. Okay. Yeah, and meet me Black Eyed Peas style. Will you meet me halfway, out on the corner or out by the border? Okay. Yeah, well, I got that Sag. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Get that. Hi, Swan Love. Welcome to the program. Nice for you to drop in. Hours keep you working, right? Swan Love is here. Never fear, Swan Love is here. So thanks, Jessica. Hopefully those cards resonated for you. Let me just get you an oracle card out as well. Okay. We'll pull a goddess for you. Thanks for hitting us up on the super chat line yesterday and today. I appreciate that. That's huge support. Does he think of you still? Oh, he's an Aries. So for sure, Aries won't let go of I don't really see this other person I didn't see any new relationships arising in that reading. So definitely the residual thoughts and stuff will still be there. So, I feel as though if you were wanting to do what I mentioned last time about revisiting this, potentially in the future and staying amicable through the years, this would be like a road. This would be a highway that you would have to sort of pave. So whether or not that's worth that energy to you, but look at this. The goddess Kali, the goddess of liberation. You're free of this energy now. Okay. So she wants to let you know, don't spend time in 5 of Cups, coulda, woulda, shoulda energy about the whole thing. You need to be in the moment, appreciating how liberated you feel now versus of where you were before. Okay. Right. It's a very quick moving energy as well for you. Don't worry. Once Cancer season goes and we get into that sort of the hot August nights, the beautiful Leo seasons and the big moons and all that, and it's going to seem less and less for you. You're going to skate through this with no questions, right? And of course, this person still thinks of you, but that should be neither here nor there. I feel for you, for your highest good. Okay, right. All right, Rouse, you should hit me with that number. You should hit me with that number. Yeah, questions are very loud today, and so is the reader. Swan Love, we've been handing out the readings based on trivia, but the moderators are so quick at the trivia. They usually end up winning a lot, and then they just give the readings out. Steph Z is here. You snuck in there, Steph Z. I see you. You got a new microdot. You all look very beautiful in your microdots as always. Okay. No, Hanada is the best, but I can't read it if I don't know what number it is. I'm a numbers guy too. I should be like the head accountant at Thank You Beverage. Thank you, beverage. Thank you, coffee. Hello from France. Finally, yes, we're on at a different time slot. I promised you, Jan, we would start coming on at different times of the day. And thanks for being here. So nice to have you. Okay. So, Rouse is we're going to go back into this trivia line, see what we can see. Our DeLorean stopped back in 1274. It stopped in the 1767 for John Quincy Adams. Naomi got that one. Okay. All right. Ooh. That would be too hard, maybe, I feel. Okay. All right. Now I'm looking for the title of a book. Okay. With DeLorean stopping now at 1859. For those of you looking for a reading, I'm about to ask the next trivia question. Okay. So if you're here, first time, last time, one more time, and you're looking to have some tarot cards pulled for you, get on. Oh, so there's no list. There's no list anymore. We're a big circle, and we've been opening up the free readings to people that are hot on the ball with the trivia. Okay, so that's kind of how it plays down, and I'm about to ask the next question now. Okay, for a free reading for somebody. Okay, now there was an artist, actually an author. His name was Charles Dickens. Okay, and he had a very famous novel or a book that was published this week, back in cancer season, way back in 1859. Charles Dickens, David gets it, A Tale of Two Cities. That's right. That's right, David. Welcome to the program. And I believe you're a first-time caller, first-time viewer here. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being most wise and wisdom, or maybe use the goggles. That's okay, too. No rules. A Tale of Two Cities, A Tale of Two Cities, The Book of Shadows. Swan Love. Hi, Swan Love. Oh, okay. David is an author. That's excellent. So, David, it's a pleasure to have you on the program. It's 99.9 morning energy readings on the Legends of Tarot, and the reader is at your bequest. Hopefully, I'm talking to an author now. Hopefully, bequest is a word. Oh, maybe I should share my poem with you guys. Maybe David knows a nice publisher that if he hears my short story, he might like that, or know a publisher who would like that. Oliver Twist. Yeah. Okay. But we're having a lot of fun. Anyways, that's okay. And we try and keep the trivia is based on our time travels. Cool down. Yeah, but I need to cool down. I need to take it easy. So, David, if you have a question, it's up to you to ask me a question, or you can simply just set an intention and I can pull some general cards. I can do tarot. I can do the oracle cards for you. Or you are also at liberty to give your reading to someone else. Okay? No, but the message resonated with me, Naomi. Hi, oh, I see Stacy's here now too. That's great. Rouse, 2306, hot. There's a lot of gumdrops. Oh, Tingles, are you sad? SMR Tingles. Don't worry. Be happy. Anybody want a reading? You just woke up. Well, that's nice of you, David. That's nice of you. I think perhaps Tatiana or Wildflowers or Naomi would know who's been waiting here a long time. And David, absolutely. Check back in with us, maybe after some more coffee or something, right? Or we can see who answered second. We could do that. Let's do that. Okay, Swan, I got it. A Tale of Two Cities. Rouse, a Book of Shadows. No, Book of Shadows. All Natural. Rebecca came in with A Tale of Two Cities as well. Okay. What? What was it, Butters? What? We can't sing that. We're PG-13, folks. We're PG-13 people. Book of Shadows from Charmed. Yeah, I'm glad his name wasn't Henry. Or Harry. I'm glad his name wasn't Harry. Okay. We'll keep it PG-13, right? This is just from our sponsors of the month, Sexy Pizza, 212 Boogie Woogie Avenue, here for cancer season, right? They make an amazing pie. All right. All right. Or za, as we like to call it. Not really. I'm feeling kind of like, it's morning. It's morning. All right. So what are we doing here? Rouse and Steph Z. Okay, let's do this. Rouse, what's going on? How can I help you? Thanks for being a friend of the program and a strong supporter for such an awesome amount of time. Okay. It was Gallo here. Gallo was sending comments. I don't know if Gallo was here as well. I see Steph Z is here. Of course, Steph Z, of course. Spirit loves you even though you were bad. I was an evil effing dude for a while. Okay? It was really about accepting the fact that you were, allowing it to be part of the past, allowing it to have no power over you, and thus you void that karma. You live that karma to today, then you void it. You go forth as a good person. Spirit loves you. Spirit you needed to understand the things that you needed to understand by presenting yourself with the karma that you did, but from being a bad kid. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So go forward and create great karma, okay? Hi, Diadem Kiss. Welcome to the program, okay? All right. So Rouse, check in with me, Rouse. 2603, 2306. Hot. I did a reading today, guys, for the wrong person. I had the two names and then the two readings got mixed up. It was out of control. And again, for everybody going over to Gazelle Tarot today, type in her comment section that you're sending love, support, and vibes. We will for sure get you an oracle card on the live stream coming up later tonight. It's nice. I quit my job after a 12-year career. I hung it up on the post. Bye, Felicia. See ya. So now I can come on in the mornings, and it's kind of nice. Yes, Alana Fairchild, that is. No reading list November. We are still rocking the trivia lines, the super chat lines, the insider hotline through the PayPal down below, and just kind of getting hyped. There is a way to guarantee yourself some messages, and that is to comment on that page that I just mentioned. She's one of our she's like our younger sister channel, network affiliate. We want to lift Gazelle Tarot today up. Lift her up where she belongs. Okay, and that's what we're doing. Because nobody's here to tell us that we can't. I closed the door just for that reason. All right. There's Rouse. Hot. Yeah, Rouse. Can you repost for me, Rouse? Can you let me know what's going on over there in your world? Just a little bit so that I can choose a deck and get things mixed up and going for you. Okay. Yeah, Steph Z. Absolutely, Steph Z. And Steph Z, just a quick one for you. You got White Buffalo because you asked about spirit, right? So I went into my Nature Spirit Oracle deck just for you, Steph Z, because I appreciate your support as well. And the White Buffalo is here to let you know here. Stand firm in the fact that, whether it was your behavior or you as a person, if you stood out as an anomaly, you don't have to worry about yourself. Spirit and Gaia cares for you and will always and is not worried about providing for you abundance of spirit based on past events. And buffaloes are funny. If you were to ever see one out in nature, it wouldn't even have to be a white one. But if you ever saw like a bovine or a moose, or if you ever saw one of our four-legged friends like walking backwards, how funny would that be if they were just No, they always move forwards. Just like spirit, the stream, just like the water, the energy of love, it's trickling forwards. Okay, it's going, no. And it's okay. It's okay because you learn from those things. Very good. So don't worry about it. Spirit is going to be there for you in abundance, no matter how different, you might be perceiving it or others perceive you. Okay? Rouse, I want to know, its career readings are coming up like hotcakes. Okay. What is that? I know I know what I want to do for my career. It's what my heart desires. It's my dream career. Okay. So you need to kind of just some next steps. Okay. What should you do to fulfill it? Okay. And to express yourself creatively. Express yourself creatively. You can do it. We can help. We're going to go back into the Wisdom Chakra Tarot. Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And what is it? There was an old McDonald's advertisement, and they would, it was like, I want 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, hot cakes, McMuffins, and a BLT, a quarter pounder with fries. They listed all the whole menu in one song. I want Belgian waffles. Oh, I want a golden goose now, Daddy, now. Okay. You're welcome, Rouse, the 2306. Thanks for being here, everyone. Appreciate your support. Rouse, career, all that good stuff. Rouse is in the house, 2306, hot. The long bomb. Okay. Knight of Wands, move quickly, get moving on it. That is a 9 of Swords as well. Stop self-limiting beliefs. Stop the chitter-chatter. When the monkey mind gets going at your Rouse, being like, you can't do it, or you're not good enough, or it's going to be too much work, or anybody in your environment that's told you that this was unattainable for you, kick them out. King of Swords style. Get out of my court. Get out of my house, mouse. I'm Rouse. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. That's fine. Okay. And the Knight of Wands is up here. Get moving on it quickly. You're moving in the right direction as well. Princess of Wands is there reversed. 5 of Cups is upright. The Hierophant has been showing up. Every time somebody types career in the chat, the Hierophant comes in. You can't make this stuff up. Nice. And the Sun. The Sun card at the very base of the reading. It's saying now that you've defined it for yourself, it is only a matter of time, and you will have what you've set forward for yourself. You will experience it. No worries. So we're really kind of going to focus and dwell down in now at the timeliness of it and how to expedite it for you in more of like self-coaching type role. Okay, because the Sun's here in your reading, and that's awesome. It means you're going to be blessed with it. You're going to be able to experience that in your life. Hierophant is here. So you talked about the creative portion of it. Okay. There might be people still along your way that ask you to conform or ask you to do it to a certain extent. So that's going to be your call, up to you. If you're receiving good offers about people that want to, contribute or compensate you for your work or your career that you are doing, it's going to be up to you to evaluate and say, don't get lost in corporate structures or situations where people would just be like using your talents and taking credit for it. It's almost as if you could write yourself your own LLC. I think that's what they call it in the States, or your own, make sure that your intellectual property is yours and protected, that you don't give it away based on a compensation that, you feel you need it now. I'm almost saying it's like less is more in this situation. There's a 5 of Cups. You might feel sometimes a little bit. We got Dolly Parton action on here. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Made you lose your mind. It's all taking and no giving. Okay. This here, it's like hopefully you're not feeling any self-limiting beliefs about how long you've waited to sort of get this started, because you can push through it. You will be available or able to make this happen for yourself. But there is a lot of doubt that's in your mind right now. And it could be just due to conditioned thinking about maybe somebody in your situation sees that's like, well, that's not the best of your ability. That's not what you paid to do, or that's not what you said you would do, or anything like that. Even if that's negative self-talk that's going on. Hopefully it's not, Rouse. Okay. I don't think so. But in terms of getting there, get rid of all self-limiting beliefs at this time, no matter how subtle or, subconscious they tend to come from. And you'll begin to recognize those things. It'll be that thought that maybe even you have, and being like, nah, it's just going to be too much, or like, nah, I just can't do it. Or maybe, you feel different about it in the morning than you do in the evening. And it's up to you to recognize being like, nah, that's just kind of the time of day. Maybe it's not time to think about it or to apply myself for that just right now. But make sure you are setting aside time each day for that application of running down that dream or getting that in there for yourself. Okay. Princess of Wands up in your heart. This is great energy to have. This is knowing what you needed to do. So you've gone ahead and done it. The sun is here. The timeliness is about getting stuck in. The amount of groundwork, the amount of miles that you can put behind your heels in each and every day. Remember, nobody has tomorrow is not assured for any of us. So about what we do today is about really grip it and rip it. In regards to your steering wheel, in regards to the legwork, the networking that you need to do to make it all happen for yourself, so that you spend more time in the act of doing, less time in the act of thinking, and as well, big King of Swords up there in your communication, being like, what mine is mine. This is like my intellectual property. This is my intention. This is my goal. Anybody, if the house is in the way, I'm going to burn it down, because I'm on my way now. Okay, Rouse. And I think that's, not in my house, Mouse. I'm Rouse. Okay. You're growing and you're going bigger and beyond. Okay. The Sun card there in your reading. That is amazing stuff. Okay. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck. Ding, ding, ding. The Magician. Okay. More about this doing. More about that having. Less about this thinking. Okay. He's holding the Ace of Wands there. Maybe that is the Magician over there. He just put on a suit of armor. He said goodbye to Princess there and then put on a suit of armor and was just like, hey, I'm going to town here. And nothing's going to stop me. Okay. All right. Yes. Motivation. We need the M's. Remember you type that into your chat room, your sexy chat over at Sexy Pizza, when they're like, your pizza's on its way. And you're like, you type that in. It's about motivation. It's about momentum. Okay. And magic too. The Magician was there. Okay. All right. Right. All right. Nikki Phillips, you can always ask questions. It's not guaranteed that I'm going to answer, because before I start answering questions, I get people that I ask the questions around here. Dang it. Welcome everyone to the program. Thanks for being here. We're on at a different kind of time. So that said, and then Rouse, did you give me a number even? Rouse, would you like to give me that number between 1 and 150? You can let me know. All right. Phone is crying for battery. Give me more battery. Feed me, Seymour. Hi, T. Renee. Welcome. All right. Let's hop back in the DeLorean and go see what we got going on here. DeLorean's just come through the 1800s. All right. Okay. Here's a fun question. This is from the Divine. Okay, the first person to tell me what Leon Spinks did. Okay, not the Sphinx out in the by the pyramids. This is Leon Spinks. I'm talking. I want to know what Leon Spinks was known for, everyone. Okay, and the first person to type that word in to let me know what Leon Spinks. Jan Wallace. Leon Spinks was a boxer, and we honor Leon Spinks here this week on the Legends of Tarot. Okay, thanks DeLorean. Thanks Jan Wallace. Thanks to T. Renee and Malapala. You guys just missed it under the wire. Jan was fast. She's so fast. And to the House of Taupe, that's a great color on your microdot there. Somebody's got like a little acorn in their hand. That's awesome. Welcome to the program, House of Taupe. I think of the Springfield Isotopes. House of Taupe. All right. And ASMR. Check in with me, ASMR. I see the gumdrop is kind of just like, yeah, I know. The trivia format's a tough one to get in on, but, it's all about that energy exchange and engagement. So I hope that we can get messages out to everybody. But there are certain ways to reach me. If you don't want to wait for the next trivia line, hit me up in the super chat or through the donation link down below. Hit the notification, do all that fun stuff, because we're here for well-wishing, okay? And I want you all to be most well. So, only through 150. Yeah, it's only the original 150. I was gonna do one for Rouse because he's really wanted one. Okay. And but we can do more. I was going to take an hour on Friday as well to do the Pokemon readings for everyone, okay, or for as many people as we could fit in. So Jan Wallace, the reader is at your bequest. We are here for you. First time in from Paris, has a tough time finding us when we're live so we've shifted up the time. So it's nice to be able to pull cards for you, Jan Wallace. It's great that you're on the show. I can't do it unless the number comes from you. I could put all the numbers in, like I could write out 150. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll take this piece of paper and I'll write 1 to 150 on this little piece of paper, and then I'll rip them up into teeny tiny little squares, and I'll go find my hat, and then I'll put them in the hat, and then I'll pull one out, and then that'll be no. You just got to give me a number. That's all. Or if you want to wait for later tonight, you can. Okay. T. Renee, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. Okay. It's not time yet. All right. Okay, guys, it's not time yet. We're not doing those right now. Sorry, that's my fault. That's my fault, guys. That's my fault. Oh, you're not in Paris. Sorry, I'm in France. God, no, not Paris. God forbid. Heaven forbid I live in Paris. We're going to play Pokemon later. Okay. It's a tough one. It's like a whole different, we go from this stream over to that stream, and it's just like, it's a different way of touching base and checking in. Okay. So Rouse is going to have to wait too now. Rouse didn't put in the number. Don't forget. You're on level 23. Let's catch them all later. Yeah, catch you later. Check you later. What do you mean, check you later? All right. And we'll just, Jan, you can just set an intention, and I can pull cards for you. You can give your reading away. I can do oracle cards for you, or you can type in a question, whichever you'd like. The good people over at Thank You Beverage remind you that when you think about water, think thank you, and then the anti-aging ingredient kicks in, and it'll help you feel young on the inside. Yes. My kids love Pokemon. You're going to give your reading to someone else? Oh, that's nice of you. Very nice of you. Jan, super appreciate that. It's very cool. Continuing with the spirit. Speaking of giveaway, please, everybody that's here, go over and see someone named Gazelle Tarot Today. If you comment on her page, I'm going to go, or on that video where I set the link. It's the July 11th reading, everyone. If you send some well wishes over there, when we open this box of cards later today, we will pull you a card for sure. Okay, because I'm going to go back and see how many of our tribe actually went over there and like dropped well wishes. The very cornerstone of our channel dropped the well wishing off at another place. For another person who needs it. She's a beautiful reader having surgery tomorrow, so we want to wish her all the best. Okay, and feeling amazing. Okay, it's Gazelle Tarot Today. So Gazelle, like the animal, and she's cool. The doves, she has rescue doves that sit on the table that are there while she's reading the cards. It's amazing. It was really cool. All right. So somebody wanted a reading, or who was second on the list? Somebody else was second on the list. I'll do that. Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Oh, so many new friends here. Everybody's looking for, a lot of people looking for career readings. All right. How far back did I have to go? There was somebody else. What we were talking about. Can I ask a question? Was it really? Oh, yeah, it was a boxer. T. Renee. I would like to call upon T. Renee to find out. T. Renee, because the reading was given away and you were second on the trivia, I would like to pick you I would like to pick you for the next reading. Hopefully we can do that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to open a big old dish of them garlic fried mashed potatoes. Or what is it? French fried taters. Oh, okay. Wanting to know how T. Renee is wanting to know about how Eric feels about her. Okay, let's have a look at that for Renee, everybody. Thanks all for being here. Gonna go back into Illuminati Tarot, check out how Eric's feeling. Checking in on the feels. What's the feels? Can't remember the kid said catching feelings. Almost it was like it was a fish or a cold. How about developing feelings? You know. As I was retired, I officially am too after tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Well, kind of, not really. Pre-retirement. But congrats, Jan. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hot, hot. I'm actually saying hut, hut, like a football. Like a football. Oh. Feelings may have changed recently. There was some drama attached to Eric, or between you and Eric at some point in time. That was just a flipper, T. Renee. Okay, that was just a flipper. We're going to put tower back in and see if it comes out again. Okay. It's kind of a funny one to flip out. Okay. Don't flip out. It's just a tower that flipped out. Okay. Somebody's world might be feeling a little bit topsy-turvy, up on end. Going to cut the cards now for T. Renee. Thanks, everybody, for being on the channel. Appreciate all your support, love, kindness. I wish you all the best in all things. Be most excellent to one another. Go forward in this world and be kind, okay? Eric presenting as the King of Wands. 10 of Wands reversed. King of Pentacles up here as well. 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, Prince of Swords reversed. And the Death card reversed. Okay. I'm really not a big fan of the way things are standing today, okay? I feel as if Eric feels that they could be scared of commitment, scared of like their journey not progressing forward. You know, the person might have attachment issues, okay? In regards to how he feels about you, you have the card of transformation, or his feelings would remain unchanging to you. So whatever that means to you. So if you had a good indication of how he was feeling the last time you saw him, this card lets me know that nothing's really changed since that time. Okay. But this person is up and at 'em. They're very active. They're very out and on the go. The Prince of Swords. But as of late, something has stymied Eric, or feelings coming towards you. Okay. And I'm not sure. I do get a sense that there may have been like a little bit of like jealousy that played in. I'm not sure if this Eric person is jealous of you, or this Eric person is worried that you may be out of their league, or worried about another man, T. Renee. Okay. That sort of thing. It's almost like they worry about like crossing a bridge, right? So this here, there may be some worry associated with these things here as well. But I feel as though you are going to receive a gift from Eric in this King of Pentacles, and that he does feel very passionate towards you. But then the feelings are unchanged. So that's a good indication that this person is all about you, which is nice. The willingness to work together is there. But again, we have a 3. And I got a sense that somebody is maybe particularly worried about a third party situation that is actually all just smoke and mirrors, and this person being lost too much in the thoughts of worry about, all the bad things. Okay. So that's been a bit of a rough go, maybe for you, T. Renee. I'd like you to kind of see what you can release in regards to that, or those thinking, or if this person is jealous of you, you may just need to reassure them or reassure yourself, because that's what's needed. So whatever it's here, it's like the work is maybe not being done, or it hasn't been defined for the future. Maybe it almost feels like you two have very different backgrounds, or it's a lot of distance, or a lot of like areas in life and cohabitation that need to be bridged before you guys can draw closer together. But but you've got a couple kings up here. Eric as well can be very passionate, very established. Okay. This is a self-made person. So hopefully you're not feeling as too much like a side player in this, or like maybe the third party situation is like you, Eric, and then Eric's dream. And it's like feeling more like a, what is that, an isosceles triangle than an actual equilateral or a right angle triangle. Okay, so that could be putting you in a tough spot. 7 of Pentacles up here in the heart energy is just saying be patient for this a little bit. I do feel that a gift is coming and that you guys are going to be working together again here in the future, because however he was feeling or whatever feeling you left with last time has remained unchanged. So whatever that means for you, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, okay? I'm popular too, just not as much as me. So we both have, obviously you both have dreams, but I just have a feeling like he's got that, he's like out there chasing after it, right? So hopefully you're not feeling, too left out of anything, and that sort of thing. Or maybe it's not even into a question. The feelings, the overall energies, is the feelings have remained unchanged. So, and it has, there's those 2 kings up there. So this person's into you, okay? Oh, yeah, sexy pizza again. Okay, that's great. Fantastic. I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. All right. Rouse, what do you want to do if you want to become your own boss? Be disciplined. Have the discipline. Have the drive. Being your own boss is one of the hardest things. It's so easy, although we don't really like our boss telling us what to do. But a lot of us find solace or come and be like, oh, at least I have somebody to tell me what to do. It's very difficult to apply that to yourself. Okay, I'm going to tell myself what to do, and then I'm actually going to go out and do it. That's where those finer things like intention setting come up so huge. But Rouse, you can do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a rough go. That's a rough go. The Enterprise, the USS Enterprise. We should all be enterprising, networking, and innovating and entrepreneuring in the best way that we can. If you have the energy after, and the tough part is that sometimes we get so drained from our regular workday that we can't get in there, right? We have a tough time getting in there. Okay, so you're most welcome, T. Renee. All right, appreciate you for being on the program. And then maybe when I'm older, age, what is age? Okay, so the trivia line, get ready again, folks. Trivia lines coming up, and let's find out what we can find out. Might have to be a music one. I think I'm out of I'm out of good trivia for the day, and that's okay. We're coming up at the 2-hour mark, which is perfect, because we just wanted to create some awareness for our sister station over at Gazelle Tarot and let everybody know that if you comment over at Gazelle Tarot today on the July 11th video, show her like, thumbs ups, subscribe, supports through the comments. I will go in and read those, and I'm going to pull these Lightworker oracles for everybody tonight. So please, it's an action point, a call to action for our tribe. Let's get on the move here. All right. Welcome, Saruchi. How are ya? How are you doing? How you doing, Saruchi? I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. We should find out who sang that song. I don't even know. Just bear with me, people. People. We are the people. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good one. The original, I'm looking for the original now. Writer of that song. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so maybe we should make it. I will accept 2 answers on this one, okay? Because I'm looking. Okay, there was Jan Wallace again. Peter, Paul, and Mary. I'm leaving. Written by John Denver. John Denver. It was written by John Denver, but famously recorded, yes, by Peter, Paul, and Mary. So thank you, Jan Wallace. Hits it again. Wow. Trivia buff. I didn't even do that good a job of singing it, too. It was only like the first line that got out. So well done, Jan Wallace. All right. Yes, and Diadem Kiss. John Denver originally wrote that song. So, Jan Wallace, you are at the reader's bequest. I think that's the right word. Oh, yeah. And then we had that guy that was just waking up. I was going to read the story because maybe he knows a publisher. There was an author on the program. Let me just go back, touch base, because they did a very nice thing when they got the last one and said, give my reading away, please. And I was like, hey, you're an author. Am I even speaking the words correctly? Or do we even know what's going in on the program here? All right. It's my age group. All right, Jan. So once again, would you like to keep your time with the reader, or would you like to trade it off for more benevolent blessings coming on further down the line? It's up to you. It's up to you what you really want to do. Spend some time in America. Ha! Don't stop. All right. Tell that skunk. I read for Rouse. I think we gave your last one to Rouse. Or somebody gave one to Rouse. Already had a reading today. There was someone else. Or we could go down to Diadem, if you would, but it's your choice, Jan. We could go to Diadem as well. Wadu dem dem dem, wadu Diadem kiss kiss, kiss kiss, wave wave, pop pop fizz fizz. Oh, what a relief it is! Absolutely. All right. Couple kisses. Okay. All right. And thanks for being on the program, Jan. Appreciate that. We're probably going to read for Diadem Kiss. And then maybe what we'll do, if you guys want, just for being such awesome people, do you guys want to unbox these cards now and then do the Oracle pulls on the next program? Or should we do the Oracle program? Should we leave that till later today? Yeah, Diadem, if you would like, Jan Wallace is sending out love and sending out readings. In a big country, dreams stay with you like a lover's voice across the mountainside. I think you'll be able to find a job in the UK. Number 4, the Emperor, just on a quick kiss and tell there for Ashita. Hi, Ashita. You pulled the Emperor job. I think you're going to get a job in the UK. I think you're going to be just fine. Okay. As to how much you like it, I don't know. But somebody out there needs help. Somebody out there needs your patronage and your support and your contribution. I think you'll be able to do it. I think you'll be able to find it. If you want it, it'll come back to a choice of whether you want it or not. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Jan. Look at spick and span. Jan. 1 second, please. I got to do my yoga still. Came on in the morning. Haven't even done today's yoga. Should do it. Okay. I got a lot I actually need to do today. Oh, the work is stacking up, and I'm just over here with you guys playing in the sandbox. All right. Yes, please. What's next between Ty and I? Ty and I. Ty and I. Could write a song about that. Ty and I. All right. Let's look again back into Chakra Wisdom Tarot for this one. Thanks, Diadem, and thank you to Jan. Thank you to all the moderators as well. Thank you to Saruchi. All right. Oh, hi, Lily. Welcome. Welcome in to the program. Okay, and for the unboxing. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Unless anyone strongly opposes. Okay, Jan, it's nearly 8 p.m. We'll try and be on again. I'm planning maybe to come on even a little bit earlier for the rest of the week. It'll be fun. Good times. Okay. Wadu dem dem dem. Nearly 8 p.m. All right. Ty and I. for Diadem. Cutting your cards now. Wishing everybody the best in all things. Peace, prosperity, bliss, joy, abundance, happiness, health, love, and understanding. Health and wealth, people. Health and wealth. Health and wealth. Can you tell who's here? I know who's here. All right. Nine of Wands reversed. Nine of Cups upright. The Judgment card is here. The Tower card is here. Yikes. Tower card is in the heart. You guys need to get the truth sorted out here. That's what's next. That's what's next. Things have been a bit of risky business lately. Diadem between you and Ty. I don't know exactly what happened here, but there's some shaky ground. This reading is filled with like you being like pretty like, like a little bit of anxiety going on there about, where does it turn? What's next is a very good question. Okay. But this is a call to your heart center energy saying that there is reflections of the Tower up here. Okay. This is about somebody that is like, better be appreciative. Appreciation needs to be maybe talked about, or I don't know if this is a respect issue. Okay. And maybe like, I don't know where in the world you're from, like, because this could speak to culture and old paradigms as well. But the Tower is some risky business, especially like from where we're reading it at this point. It's like somebody's at risk of like kind of falling off their horse here, or falling out of, see the entity that's falling out of the Tower. And then you see the other entity that's like kind of like rising up unscathed or untouched by this action. This wants me to ask, which one are you in this relationship? Have you fallen head over heels? Do you feel out of control that, the person, that Ty or yourself, maybe somebody's just like, completely holds the talking stick all the time, or is like sort of the main director of the program or of the show there, and the other person is more willing to just like be very subservient to the whole goings. But we want to make sure that no harbored feelings. Strong communication to clear any feelings that might have grown, that have been harbored between people, is going to be essential. Okay, the Judgment card is up here saying the call is going to be made, being like, where is the respect? Are you feeling lack of respect? The doors of communication, you're going to hear something from you and Ty, okay? Judgment and the Tower is huge. Things are going to like change dramatically, or like somebody's going to like drop a truth bomb or a knowledge bomb in this situation and in this relationship that's going to affect it very much so, because there's some situations up with these dirty old fives here as well. The cornerstones of trust and appreciation, which lead to the faulty things. I don't know how long you've been with Ty. I don't know if it's a 25-year marriage or if you've only known him for 2.5 hours, to be honest with you. But there's this like, there are elements of trust here that cut deep, that are undermining the Tower at this time. So not even is it just like, it's not that the foundation may have been false, but like something has gone on here. There's like trust issues that have led to harbored feelings that are like kind of pulling away. And it's all going to come down to about what said's next. What said's next? What is said next? Okay. You might want to hold off until after this little Gurkhurst retrograde to actually have a face-to-face conversation about what everything is going on here. Because even though, you might have to sort of like this anxieties, you have to find a way to transmute it into a way so that you communicate to Ty exactly where you feel what is lacking is lacking. Okay, so a couple dirty old fives there, but we also have a couple of like reassuring nines up here. 9 of Cups. Fulfillment. The 9 of Cups was your capstone card. Fulfillment. Okay, and the 9 of Wands. So it's like somebody's going to change their ways. Something's going to blow up. Then somebody's going to change their ways. And then more fulfillment is going to come. As far as what that looks like in a relationship, right? And if you're worried about a third party situation, I would not be. This is more about just like the suspect. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. With suspicious minds. We've got to build life together without suspicious minds. All right. I'm off to find your 10 of Cups elsewhere. Okay. So yeah, come correct. You said it. Boom. This was up in your communication center. Ye old Judgment. No third party. No third party. Well, the third party is like, it's presenting that Two of Cups reversed, right? So it's not romantic. There's no like, yeah, maybe this Thai person is just not coming correct on many feelings. Okay. So, and it's all about perceptions. We talked about perceptions earlier in the program. Is it a third party situation? Is it not? Is it someone just living within their means that was absent of some parameter or expectation in terms of fidelity or what the other lover has set? We always talk about labels and how tough and harmful they can be, but yet we also define the need to actually set parameters. Are we mutually exclusive? What is this? Are you mine? Right? That possessiveness, that old paradigm in relationships of like, are you mine? That possessiveness is being slowly like plucked out in the new age. We're all flowers. We belong to the city. We belong to the night. Okay. Okay. So welcome, La La Land. You've got the gumdrop snorting. So go ahead and snort if you need to snort. CP, no list. You know this place. Hopefully by now you guys know this place. I got my Ace of Swords out here. Don't worry about it. I'm just using it to unbox this little thing. I shouldn't be talking. I should just do this so I don't, because knowing me, I'll be talking and I'll stick it in my eyeball or in my, I got to be careful too. Be safe, everyone. Be safe, everyone. Okay. Somebody took your tape measure. Well, that's no good. I gave a tape measure away today. What am I doing with that Ace of Swords? Well, I'm taking the dirty old ocean. I'm going to recycle this, even though it doesn't. I'm throwing it in there. I'm throwing it in the recycling so it doesn't end up in the ocean. We're unboxing this Lightworker Oracle deck. It's happened. Now this is happening. Okay. But we're not reading with these cards until later today. There's going to be a separate live stream later tonight. Might come in the form of an open frequency program. All right. Where people who go over and comment on our friends page, Gazelle Tarot Today, you will receive one of these oracle messages later today. If you go over and send love, support, kindness, subscriptions, and all that stuff over at Gazelle Tarot Today. Okay. So it's a lid. It's a lid. This box has a lid. Okay. It has a little piece of paper in there that doesn't have anything on it. There's no, I'm just going to use that to write some stuff down on. This is usually, right. All right. So let's put the lid over there for now. They are beautiful. She's got her like head up in the universe here. The center of the galaxy. She must be a Sagittarius. And this is a guidebook. This deck was created by Alana Fairchild. All right. Blue Angel Publishing. Okay. Oh, it's nice. The guidebook isn't anything fancy. It's just, I like that feel of that old paper when they come out like that. So we'll set the guidebook out there. Guidebook is approximately 140 pages long. Goes through the cards. These things usually do. They're oracles, so not really spreads, right? There's no spreads really associated. Oh, beautiful backs of these bad boys. These cards are nice. I'm going to, as a reader with these sitting on the table, I will reach for this a lot because of that, I feel. That's huge. Connection with the universe, right? They are very beautiful. It's a 44-card deck, all right? Again, more plastic for the recycle bin, but we got to keep the cards together. Keep it together, people. All right. So there. This was in the box too. That's okay. We'll get these companies on point one day, being like, I didn't need that. I didn't need that. I'm sure they would have been fine without that. Okay. All right. Now, let's start. Let's go for like Drake. We'll start at the bottom and then we'll get there. Okay. It's 44. We've got about 47 minutes till the top of the hour. So we should flow through Mercury retrograde. Let me tell you, it takes a level of mastery beyond that which has ever been seen or paralleled at any time before or in the past of the future. Okay. Our first ray of power. I I got the power, right? Look at that little spark of divine creativity that she holds that was gifted from the big spark. Okay, this was that card that was on the box, but now we see the bottom of it, as above, so below. The gift, both lights, the golden light of healing and the protective white light is around this person. The first, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay. What is egg? It's like the cosmic egg, right? So again, very much like an ace of any deck, the number one card in this Oracle deck will again speak to new beginnings, new understandings, new levels of awareness, and lots of mindfulness. That first ray of power. Hi, Sherry. Welcome to the program. Nice to have you here. We're just doing an unboxing here of this. I better not forget the name of it during this Mercury. It's a Lightworker Oracle. So maybe some of you and a lot of us are developing our gifts. This could be a great deck to go to if somebody had a question about developing their gifts, developing where they want. Okay. This here, the second ray of wisdom. On the second ray of wisdom, my true love gave to me blessings of a shoulder massage. Feels good. Wisdom is meant to feel good. You're meant to be able to relax into it. Wisdom, one of its divine attributes or characteristics is that it nips anxiety in the butt. It's like it can be used as like a etheric shield of wisdom. It can be used to be like when anxiety comes, when things come sideways, or when things don't come correct, the wisdom prevails so that those worries do not seep in. Very nice. She's not worried at all there. In touch with higher self and energies and healing. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Now we have here the third ray of creative intelligence. We got butterflies for days, yo. They're in the conservatory, or what do they call it? The butterfly house. All the beautiful colors. Okay. The five senses speak big here. And again, creative, it's a 3 manifestation card, right? The rules still apply here, people, but the people, I know who's here, eh? The third year of creative intelligence, third ray of creative intelligence. This is about the 5 senses, the rules of creative manifestation, the law of attraction, all that. But think outside the box. Just because it's a rule in the new age doesn't mean, hey, you might have the next answer to go out, think outside the box, and be the next great big creator or innovator in regards to human awareness, human mindfulness. Because it's all it is sometimes. Card number 4, paradigm shift. Dun, 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 dun. Who could it be now? Who could it be now? Who could it be knocking on my door? Oh, wait, there's frontal nudity there. We better not show that card for too long. It's okay. Our sponsors don't mind over there at Sexy Pizza. All right. Card number 5, karmic clearing. Wow. Whoosh. Let it all go. Woosa. Whoosha. Whoosh. Let it all flow out. Just like we talked about with Steph Z a little bit earlier, right? Voiding one's karma. Okay. Get it out there. Stand in a new light. Stand in a new day. Start from now, right? What time is it? It's right now. Well, what time is it now? Well, it's right now again, but it's not like the right now that it was. It's right now, right? It's your tomorrow. The 4th ray of harmony. There's some fractal things going on here. Speaks to the etheric realm. The little bubbles rolling down the stairs. Or maybe they're rolling up the stairs. Maybe the little bubbles could reflect like our consciousness and how they all kind of like float along, and we'll all float on, okay, and we'll all float on anyway. I backed my car into a car the other day. Well, he just drove off. Sometimes life's okay. A little Modest Mouse. Okay. Uplifting from mass consciousness. Unplug from mass consciousness. Unfortunately, the mass, the majority of it is a lower level, right? But we're still gaining a different type of mass consciousness, but it's like a collective consciousness. Unplug from mass consciousness and plug into the consciousness of union, cosmic consciousness, right? This is, like, what is it? Dirty Laundry. I get my readings from the evening news. You got to watch those sort of institutions, those sorts of things. They all weigh heavily. This card is about success and how success is defined and sometimes limited by ourselves and others. Don't follow the sheep, right? Sometimes the shepherd has a special treat for the sheep that gets lost intentionally. Okay. Card number 8, Star Child. We have a visitor at our channel named Star Child. That's her username, one of our tribe members. All right, look at that. The water flowing through the palm of her hand. She feels the birth, the creation. She feels tied to all that is. And a card of abundance, very much so. I agree with you, Lala. Right? Giving and receiving, a big part of this card as well. It's through the motion of the hand. The turning of the tides, the rotations of the planet, being in alignment. Star Child. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Card number 9. We love 9s on 99.9. And 99. Card number 9 is Wisdom of the Divine. 9 is divine feminine. Okay. She had rings on her fingers and bells on her shoes. Right? She has flowers in her hair. People are afraid to do that anymore. That's okay. Don't be afraid. Go stick some flowers in your hair. Go run around. Be at one with the flower, because the flower wants to be you. A lot of times you want to be the flower. And that's okay. Could indicate change. The wisdom of the divine feminine. The ladies in the chat room will know more about that than I do. Because there we go in the big 1-0. Power of the divine masculine. We often talked about these, right? Intention setting, manifesting, all there. Getting stuck in and laying the boots to it, or throwing hands down. That's the power of the divine masculine. Takes two. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. 1111, messages in the numbers. Card number 11. Look at the patterns, okay? Look for patterns in Gaia, your pine cone, your acorn, your snowflake, right? And even if it's just the numbers on the clock on the wall or on a license plate or the exit number coming up next, right? It's about that. It's for patterns. And it's for you to go in and be like, what are my inner patterns? And how can I experience more synchronicity even outside of numbers? So those are about eternal now, right? Forever can't exist. Eternity cannot exist without right now, and right now cannot exist without the grander eternity. What time is it? It's eternity, bro. It's eternity. What do you mean it's eternity? It's right now. What do you mean? Don't you wear? It's time for you to get a watch. Card 13, trust in the plan, right? See who is the man, make diamonds out of gold. Trust in the plan. Usually like you're on the right course. If this card came out, tell somebody that they're doing it right. Doing it right. Doing it right. The groove band's cooking and the house is burning down. Doing it right on the wrong side of town. Hi, CO397. We are doing an unboxing right now. And the way to get a read is to contribute through the Super Chat, the PayPal, or answer in on one of our trivia questions if you would like a reading from this little corner of the matrix. Number 14, card of Soul Child. Wow. Look at this. It looks like it's got that special fisheye lens on it, the way this was drawn or painted. And the Soul Child, teddy bear is there. I don't need much but a hope and a dream, right? Maybe all I have is a fart and a prayer. That's okay. Let it be enough. Allow it to be enough. It would be enough for a child. So it could be enough for you. Look at the sun dogs coming in, those bubbles of consciousness again. Speak into this card. A new day dawning, right? It'll be interesting to start doing these readings for you guys and pulling from the book and reading from the book, which we're going to do later tonight. Come back and join us again. I don't know what time. Probably be in like 6 or 7 or 8 hours from now. That's a long day for some of you, I know. But don't worry, if you don't get in tonight, and I see that you've commented today on Gazelle Tarot Today's channel. I'm going to write the names down. I'm going to use a little piece of paper that came in the box to write everybody's name down. Okay. Earth, Earth, baby. Earth, Earth, baby. Okay. Card 15, grounding. Okay. Again, speaks to this as above, so below. The firmness. Be firmly rooted in your knowledge that your consciousness is more than anything that your mind can wrap itself around. And for that reason, we need grounding. We need to be in there. We need to stay with our mom, with Gaia, right? We need to be feel that grass between our toes and the sand, right, in our butt cracks. You need some sand in the butt crack counts as grounding. All right, whatever you do, I don't know what your hobbies are. Okay. Card 16, dun, 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 the Dark Night of the Soul. And the Gazelle was actually talking about that on that reading as well. Very interesting stuff. What is that? Is that like a horsey down there? It's like a half a horseshoe, feeling a little bit unlucky, or that a lucky streak has been broken, or like maybe just that the cards are stacked against you. Life is like conspired against you. Why? When it's all ripped away and suddenly you're left with nothing, you know. But that is just like really moments before stuff like this happens. It's the darkness before the dawn. Okay, let's get moving on here. Card 17, the Family of Light. Roy G. Biv makes an appearance. Hey, Roy. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. 1-7. Family of Light, the fullness of color. Again, community, strength, I see in this card. Okay. Communication and fellowship, partaking, breaking bread together, has some of those feelings to it as well. Okay, card number 18, Ascension and the Rainbow Bridge. The Rainbow Bridge for me is for pets. Remember, we're interspecies and interstellar here, people. Rainbow Bridge for me is usually if, a beloved pet passes. The Rainbow Bridge is that place in the etheric realms where we can go to commune with our pets. All right, the invitation to connect. Card 19 right now, I would invite you to connect at any time to yourself, to another, to a feeling. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing. Okay, this life path. Look, I was talking about babies earlier. This is a card with a baby on it. I think this is the only card I have that has it. Well, no, there's a sun card that has a baby on it. You don't see babies too much. This is very good. It almost has that feeling like the sun chart. You're divinely protected from the moment you open your eyes on this planet. Guardian angels, guidance, guardianship, connection, experiential learning, if you can get with that. Spiritual service. Thank you for calling Sexy Pizza, 212 Boogie Woogie Avenue. Oh, you were looking for spiritual pizza. Well, we have that's right next door. Let me patch you through. Spiritual service. Yes. Honor thyself. And let's honor one another too. Okay. Initiation by fire. Oof. Just goes up in a cloud of flame just like that. Sometimes it's there. You've got that white light of protection all around you. So go ahead. Burn the roof off. Tear the roof off the thing. Initiation by fire. This is like outside of the comfort bubble, right? We talk about it. It takes a lot. Step outside of that and initiate yourself into new things. Speak about apprehension to do so or the willingness to do so. Either or, I feel, comes correct here. Breaking free of some of these patterns as well is what she's longing to do in that card. Initiation by water. That's a slam dunk. Okay. Maybe Doreen Virtue got baptized. That's okay. It's okay. Doesn't mean that the work she did before wasn't important too. It's all about your personal infinite relationship with that which you connect to on the divine level, in the divine realms. Very nice cards. Initiation by air. Okay. Ring-a-ding-ding, Mr. Burns. It's your lucky day. Your spirit's awakening. Your spirit's ascending. It's time for you to go out and achieve the best version of yourself. reach the higher high. Love lift us up where we belong. All this stuff. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Okay, so we don't have any initiation by Earth. There were just the three of them there. This is interesting stuff. The Merkaba, right? People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone, right? When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. Merkaba, the application of Merkaba today in the new age, I feel is very connected to, like, picture a busy New York, the Ace and 40 Deuce, or a busy New York street where it's like shoulder to shoulder pedestrian traffic and all those faces and how different and unique. Or you ever see those commercials where they just do headshots of people and the face changes and it's like everyone is so unique. The spiritual protection, right? You're not meant to be a cog in a wheel. You're not meant to be a link in a chain. It's good when you can do those things, communities become stronger. But at the end of the day, you were meant to have this life experience for you, okay? For you and no one else, right? Yeah. These cards are quite nice. We got the key of light, right? So, opening the doors, opening a box. What else would you do with a key? You open something with it. You unlock something. Hidden talents. Now remember, this is the Lightworker's Oracle deck. So for the Lightworker to receive a key of light, this could be like a newfound initiative or newfound knowledge or newfound ways of applying or communicating knowledge that was innate or instinctive, maybe to that of the healer or that of the reader. And Rouse said it, potential, right? The field of potentiality. Absolutely. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, okay? Our Ascended Master. However you look at it. I just say it that way because I feel we don't get religious or political on this channel at all, okay? But Christ consciousness is for real. That experience, those messages came alive again after the 2012 shift. If you went back and read the book again, you're realizing like somebody went through with etheric updates and now all of the parables are actually so much easier to decipher from a higher point of view. So we give gratitude and thanks to our latest and greatest Ascended Master. Okay, big shout out there. It's community, right? You gotta invite them to the fire. You gotta invite everybody. Unless they're too short to get on the Ferris wheel, then you don't have to invite them. Master Hilarion and the Archangel Raphael. We see these guys a lot in the Akashic realms as well. Okay, and that's all right. These are nice messages. This is about opening that door to the garden. The key of light came out, opening the door to the garden. Genesis returned, maybe. Those kinds of situations where it's like you're walking back into the inner state, the inner, you create your own worlds even after the veil is lifted. So that's great. The pink rose of Lady Nada. What are you doing? Nada at all. The pink rose of, I don't know much about this. I mean, they used to call this maybe the rose of Sharon back in the day. And this was about like life, death, veil, transformation, things of that nature. The circle of life, the cycle of life, the pink rose. We got some purple and pink lilacs there. Okay, very nice. Because what is the color pink? I don't know what is really associated with it other than maybe some desire, and could be some other things that go on with that as well. It's almost like the scales of justice there, but they're pools of water. She's almost, this card is like, looks a lot about Libra. Okay. A lot of Libra energy with that. And then the river. So yeah, they're quite beautiful cards. And thanks to everybody that contributed through the super chats. This is for you guys. I used my frequent shopper points at the New Age store and I was able to get 2 decks. And this was one of them. Okay. How do we ask our questions? Well, you set an intention and then you can type it in, or you can get in touch with me at some point in time. Welcome, Kim Walker. I see you in the chat. Card 30, the Dark Angel. Okay. Look at the comfort, though. Don't be afraid of the darkness. If you understand how comforting Darkness can be. I come from a land where the what is it? I come from a world where the light is dim and the people also jive. Right? What does he do? Well, nothing. It's comforting angel. Right? Yes. And feel free to leave comments in the section below so I don't lose track of people. Alchemical mutation. Card 31. Call it like transmutation, transformational, or alchemical mutation. You hear us actually talk about that subject quite a bit on this channel. So it's cool that there's a card dedicated to that. I really like that a lot. There's a lot going on there. She's jumping for joy over there, and he's wondering if joy is down there, right? So this is like creation of love, creation of new relationships, creation of a better situation for oneself. Divine grace and the law of efficiency, right? That which is in motion generally tends to, it used to be a law of physics, but now it's a law of efficiency. It's got to have momentum behind it, people, and a touch of grace, okay? You definitely will get by. You definitely will make the best of the situation. It's a nice card to see up there as well. Oh, Master Healer. Oh, humble one. Tell us. Tell us what you know, okay? It's very nice. And that's you. That's the person inside you. When you wake up, the Master Healer is the person that you wake up inside you. They stay with you. And the dreams will stay with you too. Look at the dreams and the planets and all the consciousness and the comings and goings. You know, a lot of this Master Healer is about like recognizing when pattern thoughts keep you locked in or locked down. Thoughts, like water, like love, like spirit, is meant to be free-flowing like it does down a river or down a creek. It's not meant to be caught up in these pools. And if it is for too long, the water can become stagnant. And then that's where like things like sickness or like illness or like worry and contempt, they all arise from those places. So this is about going with the flow. This Master Healer card, very nice. Hold your center, right? Longer boats are coming to win us, coming to win us. Longer boats are coming to win us. Hold on to the shore, or hold your center. And what Bob Dylan would be like, this is about dignity. This is about integrity. This is about remaining true to yourself. Hold your center, okay? Past life activations, ring-a-ding-ding, Mr. Burns. Did you used to be a millionaire? Did you used to be, who did you used to be? Right? Who was that? Who was that masked man? Who were you? Where it's important to know where you're from so that you can know where you're going, especially for those of you that awaken on these higher levels. It's like Bob Marley saying, we know where we're going because we know where we're from. And a past life activation, past life awareness, past life mindfulness, we can't get trapped in that too much, but it is a key thing that I feel needs to be unlocked for people that do attain Mercurius retrograde, broader horizons or broader broader perception of their wider horizons in this particular lifetime, because it can be so helpful to the soul and its soul journey. It can help expedite, catalyze those sort of things. 36, reassurance of the golden light. That's the golden light of healing now. You have the divine white light of protection, okay? But in behind that as well, hopefully not being eclipsed by it, is a golden light of healing, okay? The golden healing light, there's meditations that are directed that are all about it to allow it to flow into your life. So it's really great to have that and be an awareness of that. The reassurance confirmations, our cerebrals tend to get off on those things. It's the whole nature of like why tarot is appealing. It's in that card, reassurance of the golden light. The heart transmission, let it come from the heart. Let it come from the true, right? Let it be felt in the heart. Let it be known that your heart wants it or your heart wants to dismiss it. Listen to the beat of the heart, It's about the rhythm of that heartbeat. What beats you? What beats your heart? Do you really know? What is that little electrical pump thing? What is it? How does it keep doing it? You're not doing it. Your brain's off wondering about how many sausages you can eat at next Sunday's pancake breakfast down at the old rodeo. No, something you up here, higher self, is like bzz, 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 and then it goes bzz, 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 and it's like beats your heart. You want to know, you want to have established what is doing that to you so that you can have a better experience. Okay. Earth healing, light work. There's the earth, Tatiana, and wildflowers. There it is. Oh, look at the little boy doesn't know which where to go, and then the angel comes and visits him and is like, "Hey, put your trust in here, big guy. You'll be all right. We'll look after you." Okay, now get to work because that's Earth, right? Definitely. Divine talents, your gifts, people, your gifts. All right. Card number 39. Gotta love that. He's playing the piccolo, like what was it? Ronaldo or Ravi. Who's the piccolo player? Kenny G? No, who am I thinking of? Plays the piccolo. Yanni. How could we forget about Yanni? Card 40, orbs of light. Right. Circles, orbs of light. Maybe some of you we don't really discuss paranormal stuff on this channel too much either, but maybe some of you have known somebody or experienced this phenomena in your life as well. I personally have not, but that's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. All right. A spiritual decree. Yes, absolutely. Stand by it. To decree, to declare. I say, from this point going forward, I will no longer be governed by my ego or the one they call the chimpanzee, or whatever. Here comes the fifth ray, and this one is of intellectual knowledge. Okay. Wow, what did we learn? What did we learn on the program today? For those of you that are going through college, maybe they're learning, acupuncture or Reiki or massage therapy. It's like those masteries, those knowledges, what we learn from others. Look at this guy, looks butt chapped. He's like, why is he? And she's like, what? And this other person, he needs to turn that frown upside down. She looks worried. They both need to turn that frown upside down. What happened to your cornflakes this morning, bud? She's all happy. She's risen above it. She has a higher foresight. She has those abilities to step out of stressful situations or emotionally charged, reactive, monkey minds and get out of it. Devotion, right? Devotion is a beautiful thing. We talked about like speaking things into existence and gifts, like, how you apply devotion, like water to a plant again, or, how the rains. Yeah. Desire and devotion. All right. We got some careful people. We got some more full frontal nudity coming at you. Turn the computer away from the kids for a minute. Card 44, the seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. A ritual de lo habitual, right? All right. Order and ceremony. It's interesting. This is a 44 card, and we see 44 a lot, right? But ritual is really actually like kind of on the bottom edge of where you really want to be. Once you've reached ritual, or if you find that ritual is like very important or very like you couldn't be without it, that's a real wake-up call to many. Okay. And I feel for that. Okay. I like to do it because, like anything, just like Gerkerus Metrograde, you got to have a feeling like you've been there, you've done that, you've got the t-shirt. So let's go. Let's move on. Seventh ray is here, right? Let's go chase the moon over there for a little while. Okay. And again, those were the cards in a nutshell, in a flash, everybody. We're going to come back on a little bit later in the evening for the West Coast, for our friends in Europe, maybe a little bit later. But for everybody that did we had a call to action. Went over and sent well wishes over to Gazelle Tarot today. Hey, I said it right. And it just rolled off the tongue like that. Wow. Gazelle Tarot today. because I actually meant that did it today, that went over there and did it today. I will pull one of these cards and read from the book for you on that broadcast tonight. Okay, it's going to be like an added bonus thing that we can do. And if you're new here, you're wondering what's going on, what you stumbled into, this is a fun little corner of the internet where we spit a lot of tarot and we share our benevolence with one another for what's going on. Okay, and then up later, this one didn't have any plastic on it. This is Anna Stark's Sacred Power reading cards. On Friday, this one's got just a little magneto on the box. You can just open it like that. We're going to do this one on Friday, the moderator appreciation night, on the midnight special, because I want to get the old purple light fired up for this. I want to see this owl. Whoo, this owl. Whoo, Anna Stark. Whoo. Okay, I've done that joke too many times. That's okay, and that's okay. So that said, somebody must have asked me for a reading. I don't recall if somebody asked for a reading. I might be able to squeeze one more in there, and then we'll wrap it up till later today, if everyone's okay with that. Kim Walker in divine timing. Go ahead and ask your question, Kim. I'll dedicate one just for you on the first time caller line. I appreciate that. Okay, and everybody else, don't be jelly. It's reader's choice. Sometimes I get my way too. Ambika, card 21, the world. Okay, so yes, you can. Yes, you can, Ambika. All right, and Kim Walker, go ahead and post your question. Then we're going to wrap it up. Oh, thank you. It's so good. I just want to know if me and my person will end up together romantically. Okay. In the near future. Anti-aging formula. Ooh. I stayed with this deck. I reached over and grabbed it. Kim, I like you. You got a pretty cool energy. You just kind of you just do stuff. It just happens. Your innate, I feel for you, takes over sometimes. And that's actually a pretty good thing to have on your side. That's divine knowledge of protection as well. Welcome, Midnight Star. We're just rounding up today's program. We're going to go on a little bit later today, too, because we've been doing something fun for our friend over at Gazelle Tarot today. All right. And you're from South Africa. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for being here. I'm going to cut the cards one last time this morning for Kim Walker. And I want to wish everybody the best in all things: bliss, prosperity, peace, love, enjoyment, amazement, health and wealth, all the finer things, okay? All right, wanted to know if her and her person will be romantically involved. You've got Two of Pentacles in the overall energy, work-like balance, Wheel of Fortune coming up, Five of Cups reverse, Page of Pentacles straight up, Queen of Swords straight up, Three of Swords, Two of Wands reverse, and the Sun card here. Sun card in your reading. It's very nice. Okay, if this does not happen, I feel by the end of Leo season, then it's not going to happen. And the reason, this is why I want to let you know this, Kim. The Sun card's in here saying that this could very well happen. It's a cornerstone card. You also have major number 10 up at the capstone card. This has the potential to happen, but I have the feeling, based on what I'm seeing here, is that the window is closing. There has been like a little bit of momentum maybe for things to it's been left too long, or there's no new energy being injected into this relationship or into intentions, or directly contacting this person to drive some energy into it so that it can reach those romantic levels that maybe you're hoping for. Okay. But the Sun card is up with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is secular. I feel that you and your person have a very karmic relationship. That's why I think that there is potential for this to happen. But it needs to happen, I feel, very, very soon. Okay? Because there's a lot of things going on with this person's life. Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Somebody's out there, whether it's you or your person, is out there running down a dream and giving it a lot of their energy. So if you end up just kind of leaving it and waiting for it and hoping and wishing and, doing the laundry all at the same time, that's not going to come about. This needs Queen of Swords in your heart center action take the sword and pin your person up against the wall and say, what sayeth thou? Shall we make it love tonight? Okay, not like that. But there has to be some energy injected into this in order for it to become romantic, okay? So 3 of Swords up here as well. This person might be like underconfident or could be in a situation where they were hurt before, a little bit untrusting, which is leading to some of that apprehension. 2 of Wands reversed here as well, saying, you know, I'm going to choose not to decide. They may be waiting for you to make the first move. That's what I feel like about this, or to be the one that injects that energy into the relationship. Okay. They may just be doing that out of fear that like anything they pursue, they might be well aware that they have self-sabotaging tendencies as well, where it's like if they pursue it, if they want it too much, you know, it tends to fall away, or they tend to not be able to get it. So that creates conditioned thinking where it's like they just stop going for these things. They just stop being motivated because they feel as though, you know, even when success seems close, it's like not that they're an underachiever, but they just feel like they just, you know, the cards might be stacked against them, or that you might be like a little bit out of their league or out of their you know, their ability to obtain true happiness with you, Kim. So I would get on it. I would keep it fresh. Okay. He does. Ha 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 ha. Oh, goodness. But there is chemistry. This has been awesome. Yes, there has been, but it's been lagging for a while. Yes, I think so, Kim. That's what the cards are telling me or letting me know. I'm glad you understood. And in terms of move, it's more about like an energy. Like, so this isn't like, you don't want to take this person, sit down and have a long drawn out conversation about the whole thing. You want to go to like Tickletown, USA, or like somewhere where you get on the log ride together, or somewhere where you just like go and like you share an experience, and promotes a lot of energy. You know, sitting across from the table, like kind of and talking about it, that's going to detract a lot more rather than the two of you, because they're this 2 of Wands, the 2 of you moving parallel like a set of train tracks, whether it's, you know, jamming out to Funky George's old time gospel hour, you know, down at Times Square, or whatever it is that you could go and do something together. That's about that energy injection rather than being like talking and drawing and trying to draw somebody out of you. You end up like you just end up like little fishies like that, like Pisces type action, right? Rather than actually just like going out and climbing a mountain together, doing anything like that. Okay. Tinkle or get off the potty. Lottie dottie, we like to potty. And yes, we do. Yes, we do. But there is potential for that. But this person is running down a dream. So you gonna have to like kind of ride this wave with them if you hope to be with them, I feel, Kim. Okay. So big hugs. Don't feel like it's beyond you either, because it's not. You just have to inject some energy into it. Okay. All right. Oh, what's going on here? Somebody hit us on the oh, thanks. That was Sheila Marie, hit us on the devotion on the Insiders line with a nice contribution. And I appreciate her, and I appreciate everybody that went over to send hope and encouragement and confidence over to Gazelle Tarot today. That's been really great. We're just about getting ready to wind things down for the morning energy ratings. Heck, it's already afternoon here, and we're out west. So what we're going to do is we're going to return a little bit later this evening. I'm not sure if it will be an Akash program or maybe just an open frequency, because I'm going to go over and I'm going to read all the comments and the love that people sent over there and make sure that I document those names down so that energy exchange can be acknowledged through a free oracle reading tonight. Okay. Yeah. Big hugs, Sheila. Appreciate that. Yeah. It's fun. It's good to share. So it's good. For an open frequency? Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll see how I'm feeling. I got a lot to do today, so I probably have to go out and get after life a little bit. We can do that. I just want to sit for a minute. Maybe what we'll do, yeah, I'm just going to sit for a minute, relax with you guys, for those that are chatting. And Naomi and Saruchi still here. Those ladies make me so happy. They come in and they chat us all up. We can do our crucial thanks. That's what we'll do. And Rouse. Okay, Rouse, do you have a number yet? I could squeeze in a Pokemon. For you. Or you could wait. So Kim, thanks for being on the program. Feel free to jive with us anytime. Oh yeah, Midnight Star came in. Hey, don't be sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You know it's Canada, right? So we say sorry, not sorry for not being sorry. Sorry that I'm not sorry. Saying sorry in Canada is the equivalent to saying namaste in India. It truly is. Being sorry for something that does not really requires being sorry for. And Canadians get a bad rap for it because it's like, why do you say sorry so easily? Why do you say sorry all the time? Because saying sorry in Canada is similar to saying namaste in India, where it's like the true meaning of it, I acknowledge the spirit in you, is just our way of saying sorry. It takes so much away from that learned association with that word. When in Canada, when you say you're sorry, you just say, "Hey, our timelines just intersected. I don't know who you are, maybe. Maybe I didn't see you there while I was trying to hold the door open for another kid." And then you say, "Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't see you there, but now I see you there." So it's very much like the equivalent of saying namaste or I acknowledge the spirit in you. The spirit in me acknowledges the spirit in you. Okay. Well, you got a 2, a 3, a 0, and a 6. That's an 11. That's a 2. Okay. So let's do 20 because we didn't, and then we can acknowledge the 0 after. So how about Pokemon number 20? And for those of you that are interested, I'll do a sneak peek with Rouse. We have this Pokemon poster that we can use, and we get people to pick a number between 1 and 150, and then we read their Pokemon character because they all have these little unique colors and features on them, and we kind of divine a message for people. So for Rouse, who couldn't come up with a number, allowed me to go through the numerology and pick Pokemon number 20, and his name was Raticate. So maybe you need to cut something out of your life, Rouse, just like the King of Swords did in your reading today. People that are telling you no, you're having none of it. People that are telling you can't, you're having none of it. You're ready to actually sort of be a little bit more like not standoffish, but like willing and wanting to stand your ground. You're not taking any BS at this time, okay? As well. You've been streamlined, and I feel that your life and your decisions and everything has brought you up to the precipice, to a moment in time. This Pokemon in particular is at a precipice where it's like they need to either act now, supplies are running out, or they're ready to get into it. They're ready to tear the roof off of this thing. Okay, and as well, there's a wealth of experience, and there is, to some level, a nice level of fulfillment. And careful, sharp words. You got to be mindful of karma at this time as well, Rouse. Okay? So that's how the Pokemon readings work. For those of you that join us later or perhaps join us on Friday, what I get you to do is pick a number between 1 and 150. Then we'll divine a Pokemon for you. Okay? And we can do it. We can do it. Hi, Zena. Can you ask a question? We got about 5 minutes here. I probably won't pull any cards, but Innate is always online. Okay? Well, just in terms of like, if harsh words are spoken or need to be spoken, you need to make sure that you're carrying grace with assertiveness. Does that make sense? So new karma is, I guess, what I'm saying. The generation of any new karma, because things are karmic. Just generally, things are karmic. Good or bad is then a yin yang. They are the yin yang of the oneness, and that's like kind of like why all karma is karmic, and then the label of good or bad, or having a good experience or bad experience based on karma that resurfaces. You want to make sure that new karma, you void old karma, and that new karma that is generated, if any at all, that's within your wheelhouse. You don't have to generate any karma, but if you eventually run into situations where karma ends up being generated. It's kind of like its own energy, and it's in this way, right? That helps. It's kind of like the prevailing winds while you're sailing a ship, sort of thing. You can adjust your sails to go with it, or you can struggle against it. But it's more about that flow. So maybe it's just a message, an intuitive message for you to research more into the worlds of karma and how you can let go of residual energies or anything like that at this time. Might be potential in that as well. Okay. You just subbed. Thanks for that, Zena. I appreciate that. I appreciate you so much for hitting that subscription button. And for all of you that went over to see Gazelle today and hit that subscription button, from the bottom of my heart, and from Sheila Marie, okay, and for that other person that was here, was it Nina, or somebody was here that bridge the gap to make our tribe even larger. A very nice, a nice reader, a very pleasant. The doves sit on her tarot reading table and read the cards with her. It's amazing stuff. All right. Afra showed me this channel. Oh, so Afra told you to come here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's happening, Zena? We go live all the time. We don't have a list here, anything like that anymore. But if you need to get in and you want to get in, just stay and vibe with us as we deliver readings. And then as the host and the reader, I will definitely just acknowledge your appreciation to the community in the chat room. And then I will get readings out for you guys. Because the trivia line has been working very well. Our moderators, Toddy Torres and everyone, they're trivia buffs, and they tend to give the readings out even if they win. And if you win the trivia, then you can get an in-depth mini reading. Okay. You can also hit Super Chat or the other donation line as well. Okay. We'll just get into some crucial thanks now to the moderators, Toddy Torres Tarot. Please check her channel out as well. Ring that bell over there. She'll be live again maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. We're hoping you'll be back at home safe and sound. Safe travels to Tatiana Torres, and to Naomi, to Small Wildflowers, Christina L, Soul Illumination, the good people over at Crafty Tarot. Too many to describe. Robin's Realms readings. Divine Light Woke Warrior Tribe, all of our network affiliates. Thank you for being there. To Zena for being here, Kim for being here on the first time viewer line. Thanks for watching, Kim and Zena. Appreciate you for that. To Saruchi Lee, always making me smile. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. To Peter, Paul, and Mary, and to John Denver. To all of our cancers, to Angie Love Tarot, our resident Cancer that could come, to Midnight Star. What's up, eh? Going for a rip there, are you, bud? It's all good. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here, Midnight Star. I appreciate the fellow Knuckle Buckles in the house. To Rouse, not in this house, Mouse, for there is Rouse 2306, getting after that career, destiny, passionate path. Thanks for being here, Rouse, and for being such a good sport. I appreciate that. To Sheila Marie, longtime friend of the channel since 2017. Very nice for her to drop in today as well. Scrolling back now, just taking a look. To Phyllis Glenn, thanks for making Gumdrop happy. Gumdrop is like the quintessential underpaid employee of the 99.9 network. Okay. To our good benevolent sponsors over there at Thank You Beverage for keeping our whistles wet. We appreciate you. Their whole marketing team is out there hard at work. All right. To Anna Stark and to Alana Fairchild for the new Oracle decks that have come in. Thanks to the generous donations by viewers like you. I appreciate you so much. It's wicked awesome, as they would say out there in New Englanders think it's summer. Very good stuff. Oh yeah, and to our sponsors of the month, a Sexy Pizza over there at 212 Boogie Woogie Avenue. They make an excellent pie, everyone. They really do. And their delivery service sometimes don't judge them based on their delivery service, but because the pizza's great, tastes great, it's less filling, or maybe it's more filling and doesn't always taste as great. Okay, we gotta go here. I got a lot of stuff to do. Bahardi, I love you and appreciate you so much for being here. Well, you just caught us at the end. Okay, they're not going. Well, those sticks in the mud. Barty, hang in there. Hang out some hope for that, okay? You can make that happen for yourself. Okay, and join us later, as always, Bahardi, okay?